Saw dudes, how's it going? So I was at work, you know what? Saw dudes, how's it going? Now there's gonna be an audio loop.
There goes. They're working.
Maybe Alright, so I was at work when this started, and I did not have a stream ready because I thought this was supposed to start tonight. But I forget that they're so far ahead of us. So we're just gonna do a little rewatch here. I hope that's okay. I picked DFYG as well as Stigma. We said 2-1. We got all of our stuff written down that we did in the other stream, and then we've also got our the round 1 of Swiss stage written out as well. So we'll be doing probably a little prediction video with that. Oh yeah, I have this stream muted. Let me see.
Goes through, but interestingly enough, you can still flex the Khalid into the roam if there's a need for it.
Exactly. As you guys can see here on the graphic,
Alright, we'll just turn it down. Hopefully it's not gonna echo stuff too bad.
The nerf for Khalid is that lower attack growth as well as lower damage reduction when he's using his quick sun guard, but trust me, Khalid still does his job well, is still very strong, definitely still in the meta.
It would feel the nerf would feel a lot more better if they didn't nerf base HP.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, and then it would feel a lot more impactful. When they nerf the HP, then they nerf his damage. It kind of balances it out. We see the Phobius as a response. Obviously, the downside is that you don't use
I mean,
as
it
fast
sounds
as
okay.
Khalid,
We'll roll with it till somebody says something. Or it's just gonna be a really annoying stream. Who knows? Alright, we got Khalid and Matilda with the Alpha for Nightmare. We got the Phobius, the Eve, and who's a purple tank?
It's all about playing fast, right? You want to control an area. Well, what if we extend
Does
that
Tig
range?
have
What if we
purple
get
on
to
him?
maneuver around, and you can't really keep us with that real world manipulation? It's a headache for Phobius as well, because you think Infernal Pursuit helps to catch up to people, not if they are just gliding around the map.
Appreciate everybody swinging in. Hope you're having a good day, good morning, good night, good evening, whatever it is, wherever you are. Nolan, alright.
This is also another thing that we have to put into consideration.
Let's see, who else do they need? They got a fighter, a mage, jungle, they need roam, and a marksman.
Execution damage from his second skill, I really feel like it's a big deal. I want to talk about this Matilda, where any lineup with Matilda, both gold lane and EXP, you don't have good time because the rotation from mid is much faster than what you guys.
I'm trying to think, because I was listening to some of this at work.
Is not the case.
I was listening to Trek's stream.
They already have to pre-plan whatever hero they're
Whoa, I
gonna
love that guy's hair.
Is gonna be able to essentially survive by himself.
At the same time, I mean, they're banning out mid laners as expected. Exana banned
It
out
pops
Cho,
against the orange.
the Cho
You
ban
know what I
out by
mean?
South Indian why. But another hero that
Nice,
I can
200
consider
IQ.
could be Valentina just because there
He's
is
like,
a
I'm gonna
rotation
stand out.
on the side of the why, which you can steal. And control mage, imagine getting the RWM on the side of Nightmare Esports against this DFYG comp. It feels quite nice to be able to stall out the tempo.
I think one of them chooses Beatrix.
The Kadita ban though, this one I did not expect it at all.
No, I tried out Kadita. It takes some time to get used to the use.
Maybe it's not this game though.
Executing her skills,
We'll
but
see.
the damage is legit husky. It's really strong, and it's one of those heroes that even if you don't kill the E because the E builds tanky.
I know one of these games, one of them picks Hylos, and it does
enough to
not
make sure
work
that
out
they
too
don't
well.
stay in the fight for a very, very long time. So I respect the E ban here.
Alright, we're gonna
For
jump
Nightmare,
over and
I agree with what you say about the Valentina, but I also have to say, I almost feel like no matter what they pick up as their mid here, they can't go wrong. They already have a very solid 3 heroes pickup.
Yeah, I think Aurora also is another option, right? Now that it is kind of let through, they even banned the high low, so even if they
Gotta speed this up, guys. Gotta speed this up.
So the
Trying
other
to-
option
trying to
is
get to
give
bed
the
at
city
some point.
Over to home.
And again, we gotta see if Globe
Not
gets
as
to
young as I
revive
want
the
to.
gangs coming in from Nightmare.
I'll tell you though, if there's a chance
The
to go
Bruno. He doesn't have purple on him.
survive the first 8 minutes of the game, that's when it gets troublesome for Nightmare Esports because Bruno crits are extremely
Yeah, that guy's not
devastating.
following
When
the
Roman has low health bar like
fucking
Bruno, he just
team.
blows through your health bar and
Team, I don't know what you would call it there. Team vibe. Ban him. Report him.
And now the last two picks coming in from Nightmare. They still need a mid laner. They still need a gold laner. What is going to be the choice here for Nightmare? Looks like they're going to lock in the Beatrix as well as the Valentina.
Hey, there's
I was
the
thinking on the Valentina, but the
Beatrix.
Beatrix also came into my mind since you want to be able to play fast.
That's
you
my
want to be able to
marksman
play
right
early, you want
there.
mash range. You have Valentina for the control, but you also have Beatrix, right? Renner, you have the rockets as well, the Banner Sprays. All of these are great because in Yahweh wants to play in a close.
I need one of those gaming chairs.
Environment. In this case, promo-wise, if you want to continue down this route,
That way I can, like,
Tyrael kind of
lean
is
it
okay
back
now. The
and
choke
stuff.
and titles are out of the picture.
just,
If
you know.
not, there's actually not much setup.
There's not much.
Yeah.
There really is not much. Maybe something like a front could possibly do something.
That one would probably, honestly, it probably would work though.
So they pick up the
Oh yeah, I was gonna show you,
Kaja's first skill can lower enemies'
never mind, I'll
damage,
have
and
to
that's
do
very,
it
very
later.
impactful, but everyone wants to deal damage.
Well, I guess I could show
This is
you
a
on
very
my
good
phone.
pickup. We just have to see how's the execution.
Yeah, you know what they say, if you want to take the Matilda Express, you can't do that if you're suppressed, right? No amount of Purify can help you. Just
Oh,
like this pickoff. And it's a
shit.
pickoff utility that Dave Yahweh has gotten for themselves. Both teams have very different stories. DFYG wants to be the
I don't know,
team.
something was banging around
But for
earlier,
Nightmare
and
Esports,
then
it's
this
the
just
stage
takes a
stage. It's
fucking
from the beginning
nosedive
of
off the
that era was
desk.
Looking at both teams,
Oh.
all has talking to their
I got 'em
coaches.
on
They
sale.
all understand the game plan. This is the opening match for the wild card.
All right.
M6 here in Malaysia. Nightmare going up against Dianfeng Yagwai. Who will win the first match? Who will have the advantage in their groups?
It's gonna be exciting as we will
Alright,
jump
we'll shut
onto the
the
lap
times
of Dawn
to off
right at
now
this moment.
that
Nightmare
we're in
Esports on
the
blue side, Dianfeng Yahweh on red.
Holy
Right
shit,
on
look how
red.
fast they are. Oh my god.
Right, Tweezy will actually starting on purple, Zed on orange.
Fastest
They
game of
are
Mobile
starting on
Legends
the same
ever.
side of the map here. Oh, it looks like the
Alright.
build-up there is. I think he got the buff.
Wait, did he?
Oh no.
No.
Oh,
Because
it's gonna be a heart attack.
No, because I
There's
saw
no way
Zed's
he
level,
got
and it's like,
that
wait,
guy.
was it level 1? No, it's still level 2. So I legit thought he got the bomb.
That would be a nightmare, let me tell you. But of course, we gotta remind people that the M6 Pass is now available from 18th of November to 29th of December. So complete active tasks, you got plenty of rewards that you can go for, including the Claude
It
Battle
did
emote,
thing.
M6 Avatar, the Glory
Yeah.
Avatar border, Boxer Battle emote, and a lot more. You max it out, you get
It just
the
says
statue.
tonight.
Oh yeah, and if you guys don't know how that looks like later on during the caster cam, you guys can see the table. But looking at the rotations here, it looks like everyone understands controlling the river is going to be the priority here.
it just
PCU as well
updated,
is basically moving around with
almost
Jasmine.
2 hours
He's
ago.
Jasmine, making sure that he sees where he's going.
I gotta say, he's doing a pretty good job at it, right?
that
Jasmine
it's
forced to
at
take that recall.
the FedEx
That
facility in
damage
Campbell.
from Kaja is pretty deadly, and Zed, he's just gonna pass through that mid side to allow E1 to start moving on.
Is that an orange bubble or PCU?
Yeah, I wasn't
It is?
expecting it.
That's
That's
an
usually
orange
just like
bubble.
their,
Oh my
their
goodness.
latest.
Now, okay.
Kind of like how UPS
Because
is.
I know,
Yeah.
like I felt like
Well,
one bubble
I
was
think
I just didn't know who. I thought
UPS
it was
is like
Jasmine, but
5
okay.
p.m. I
Right,
think,
it's
like,
PCU.
when they tell you you're like
I have a
maybe
feeling
this
it probably
day,
forced the
but
red tree out
5 p.m.
and the purple buff, first turtle fight though.
And then you get it at
No,
like 2 in the
none of the
afternoon.
Romans are level 4 yet, but you can see the damage from Dianfeng Yahweh.
Yeah, I
winning
seen that
Cal
one
VJ,
box
the
in
Emperor
there.
Pursuit takes first blood
Or
as the
over there.
retribution
I
comes
don't
through.
know if it's a
Dianfeng
box or a
Yahweh
bag.
finds 2 kills and a turtle.
This is the aggression that we want to see. We want to see.
Alright,
Dianfeng
let's
Yahweh
get into this game.
move
Let's
forward
focus here.
from
What are we
their
looking at?
previous
What are we looking at?
playstyle. Now
Hang on, wait, let me
very
get this.
aggressive. Oh!
Alright, there we
Logan,
go.
she's gonna flicker for it. Solo kill
Oh.
almost
Whoa.
achieved. Cammy barely gets out.
Cammy
and
getting
Soso
away with
arrives, steals the roadie,
0
goes to the
life,
shadow strike,
basically.
finds a terrified, commits the roadie but low.
Oh.
He's looking to fight back. The
Oh,
grab
oh,
stabs
what a
him. Cammy
snipe.
traces it back,
Oh
but
my
E1
goodness.
finds the
How about
trade,
Coombe?
And at the end of the day, Dianfeng Yahweh still comes out on top.
Too much.
Let me just say, Cammy took a very big risk there,
Yeah.
and he died,
Alright.
but he got a kill. So even
Got
I'm
the
not sure
Kufra.
whether it's worth it or not. but
Camping, good
mentally,
strategy.
That's worth it.
Every
Killing with a snipe feels so good.
yeah. Every basic
That's not
attack from
Kufra.
Bruno, even in the early
That's,
game, right? It's like the roll of
Kaja.
dice.
That's
Do I
what
get
it
a
is.
crit?
Yeah.
That last hit
It's a late
after
night
the
for
flicker
me
was
right
not
now.
a critical. That would have been a solo kill for long. So slightly
Oh.
unfortunate, but overall, PCO does have divine justice.
Uh-oh.
Committed on the
Oh,
Jasmine.
shit.
shows
That was
up,
a mistake.
fractures him
Shouldn't have
into
went back.
pieces. Dianfeng Yahweh
The hero
with
never
four
looks
kills,
back, right?
but Nightmare Esports course not done just yet. Spear of
Oh,
Alpha completely
fuck.
missed the Zed will be able to dash
Nope,
away.
he got
Too
away.
easy for
Alright.
Lexi so far. I've seen making a lot of
Alright, they're like,
mistakes.
fuck it, let's go
We
mid.
saw that
Let's
the-
run it.
Basically,
Clear this
with
wave.
But even the jungle camp out top, he didn't
Phoveus
last
is coming
minute
up. He
last
wants a
match.
little bit.
You and now Zed
Nice.
having the lead of Pepsi.
Ults.
If he thought he had a lot of damage before, now even
Marks him
the Pepsi's gonna
again. Yeah, he don't want that
For
smoke.
Dian Feng Yao Guai at under 4 minutes. For those who have used your guest
Goes
points
in.
this past, you
Oh,
might wanna hold your breath
okay.
for
Just a
bit
little
because
poke.
DFYG looking solid in this early game. First item priority.
You know, just
task
giving him
form
the
for
tip.
completed just at that 4-minute
It's like,
mark.
I'll see you later.
Yeah, right now we can see Cammy desperately trying to get his first item as well, taking the mid lane. Right now Zed and too easy for Lexi. Looks like Zed is gonna be the one
Ooh,
to
okay.
clear the orange buff. Too easy for Lexi on the alpha right now. So
Right.
Not feeling all too comfortable.
Man.
It's very
This looks-
devastating
this
when
is
your
kinda
outlook
looking
is known
one-sided
and
already.
the Nova starts getting ahead, right? Because you always reach your jungle camp first, you always move faster, thanks to
Oh, yeah, they should get
different
this, no problem.
mobility. And with Kelby,
Oh, Matilda going in.
Jasmine finds the back line. Kelby,
They're there.
who just trying to block them all out. RWM comes
Oh,
through. Zed does
shit,
go
they
down
got no
to
retry.
Alexi, but Kelby J
Yeah.
will respond with the Infernal Pursuit. It's a
Damn.
1-for-1 trade. Turtle for Nightmare. So looking to get
That's
away.
insane.
And both teams trade 1-for-1.
Soso was able to get the divine judgment and that kind of feeling.
Yeah, let's see that again. Give him a few clicks here. Little boom, boom, boom. Let's watch this frame by frame, homies. Come on, don't be stupid now. Alright, so they're here, right?
Starts getting ahead, right? Because
They're
you
eating
always
turtle,
reach your
eating
jungle
turtle.
first,
Then
always
Matilda's
move
like,
faster,
whoa, wait a
and-
minute. You got Valentina here, Matilda here, Beatrix here. Look at that. And the Alpha's over here. He's about to get the blue buff. Then he gonna come up and play too. Got Khalid coming from the mid. Everybody's here. It's a party now. About to be a
Next
Diddy
to
party.
different
Check it
mobility,
out.
And with Kelby,
Tilda's like, ain't no party without me. Flies in, takes Alpha with her. Then Khalid follows up. Look at this. He's already going right behind him. It's a line. Boom, boom, boom. Then you got Valentina right here. Oh my god, this is crazy.
BJ
I wish
front
we
line
could
would be
set
hard.
up
Jasmine,
plays like this. That'd be crazy. This was good. Alright, let's see who does what. Alright, you got Phoveus here. Going crazy already. Come on, there we go. Alright, so where we at? Where we at? Alright, so we got Matilda Alpha here. Khalid, Valentina here. Phoveus is right here. Gonna come down. I think he cancels Khalid, yeah. Or, I don't know what he was swinging at. If he, I don't know, maybe I missed it. Sure, alright. You got Matilda and Alpha up here. Fighting with the Eve and who the frick is this? I can't see because everybody's standing over there. Is it Nolan? Is that it? I think so. I think that's Nolan. Yes. Alright. Got Cammy coming down on the Beatrix. In the bush still. Alright, pops out right here. So Phoveus has eyes on her. Bruno should be able to see her on the map. Alpha Matilda still going in. Come on, I hate that loading shit. Ooh, nice slice on the fucking Phoveus there, but it's the Beatrix, I think. Oh, yeah, they tagged. What would you call that? It's not a tag team. It's 3 people. I guess it could be a tag team. 3-person tag team? I don't know, but they messed him up. That is faux show. Look at this, right up here. No one's getting eaten alive. Man, he gonna be dead. Boom, pop up. Oh, there's the Khalid jump. Okay, he didn't jump earlier, that's why. So, maybe the Phobius did cancel it. Because there's times where if your attack gets canceled early enough, it won't actually use the attack. Which is nice. Okay, Beatrix popping off on Phobius. Khalid goes in. Eve uses the real world manipulation. And Nolan is down. Right here. Bright lights. Bright lights. KO. Alright. Now they got no retry. Is it on ×2 again?
With the Inferno Pursuit is a 1-for-1 trade. Turtle for Nightmare. So looking to get away.
Normal.
And both
Why
teams
is
trade
it?
1-for-1.
So was able to get the Divine
Weird.
Judgment, and I kind of
Seemed
feel
like it
like that
was-
really impacted the fight, making sure that not all the damage from Tempo Yaguai
I feel like it was sped up
And too easy for
for a
Lexi,
second.
he actually got a solid all
Alright.
over to set. That's a big game changer. The fact that they're able to take down the Nolan first, making it so that this Lord fight, this turtle fight is just a fight. You're not really
Yeah,
gonna
that's
snap
pretty. I
the
mean,
turtle.
besides the kills,
They
it's
still got the turtle.
not too bad.
The first two turtle fights have really came down to who can take
Not
the ending
quite
job
a
first, right? You
2K
just get
gold
the
lead, but
retribution. So both
close.
teams, they ended up trading even. Then from Yao Guai, still in the lead, but there was close
Each
to
team has a
1,000
turtle.
votes in favor of Nightmare. And I think right now the FYG, they gotta reconsider certain options, especially when Offer is starting to move around the map.
Something that Nightmare has shown as well. Their dive husky is very strong when the Khalid is there.
Yeah.
His raging
Khalid is
sandstorm,
pretty
easy for Lexi
pretty
to dive
good.
as well. So can take the
420
Divine
damage on the
Judgment.
turret.
And
Look at
now,
that.
you
Oh,
gotta
it
take this
changed.
turret.
It must
But
have
now they
heard
gotta
me.
leave because they engage from Nightmare is just there.
And the target is going to be long. We'll be circling Ego, committing Raging Sandstorm.
Oh my goodness. Real world manipulation comes out. Opera gets caught.
They just cannot get
Damn.
out. Killing spree for E1. A solo kill happened off screen as Zed takes out Too Easy for Lexi.
Alright, and then they're gonna back
Yao
off.
Guai with 2 kills.
Something that
Sounds
was not
good.
planned there, Husky. Nightmare Esports, it looked like they were still discussing whether they want to engage or they want to back off.
Oh,
Now,
here they go.
it's like pressure by
They're
Different Yo Guai here
invading.
to mid.
Oh, Kaja goes down. Phobius is gonna jump in, poke a little bit. Oh, I thought the jungle was gonna fall, but he doesn't. Oh my goodness.
Yao Guai is so good at these short skirmishes.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
very good. Like they understand the meta.
They know
It's
when
all
to
about
stop
burst.
and
Take
just get
someone
the
down,
fuck
get
out
Take
of there.
someone down, get out. It's not about prolonged team fights anymore. You get what you want.
And then leave.
Reset.
Yeah, it's the old
do it
bump and
all over
boot.
again.
When you have someone like
So
Nolan,
he didn't
low
quit it.
cooldown, consistent damage, you are always looking for these short bursts. It's one of the few heroes that has that capacity when you compare it to other assassins. No one
I'm
comes
gonna get a
close to
message
Nolan
from
to have
Moonton.
short cooldowns and
Excuse us, Mr.
consistent
Combat.
bursts every 5 to 10 seconds.
In regards to your last
Turtle
stream,
is
we would like to
controlled
formally
by Chinese team. Then from Yao Guai, finds
alert
the
you
suppression.
that
Jasmine
you
needs
are
to
no
get out.
longer
Brody
allowed
committed.
to
They bounce around the camp.
do
Turtle
anything
for
with our
the red
content.
side. Then from Yao Guai will not put pressure on that bot turret.
Oh yeah, and it looks like with the lead that they have, over 3,000 gold here, they might be able to secure this. And I want to talk about the systematic movements coming in from
Okay,
the
little
Yao
poke
Guai.
on the
They got
Beatrix
top,
from the
they got mid, now they
Kaja.
want
They're
bottom.
moving in, they're moving in.
First.
Oh, okay. That, you
Unit
know,
completely
they're like,
goes
no,
wide.
they don't want
They
it.
do keep that
Tried,
structure
but
alive,
missed.
but I feel
Back
like if you're
up.
a Nightmare, you need
Oh,
to look
and
at
their
those
jungle's
elsewhere.
getting
Find a
pricked
control
up
on the Zed,
now.
who's still gonna get away, but gets dumped
Ah,
by
the
the Raging
BTK.
Sandstorm.
You
Good
see
pickup.
it? They
E1
dropped
is
the
pulled back,
BTK
but
emote. That's
unfortunately,
funny.
no confirmation for Nightmare.
Damn.
Speaking of Nightmare, this is
That's
a very
crazy.
bad situation for Cammy. 7 minutes in, almost 8 minutes, and only now getting the first item, the Blade of Despair. That's a
Pretty sure that's the
very
only
first
NA
item time for
emoji
any marksman. It's
that I've
clear
got.
that Cammy did not have a good laning
Yeah,
phase.
because I don't
7
know
minutes
if
in, first
I don't
item.
think I have the. Wait,
Usually
did the Valley even
for a
get
Beatrix,
one?
you're looking at 5 to 6 minutes.
I don't remember if the
Despite
Valley
getting the
got
solo
one.
kill, he ended up getting traded. Now Offer will be pulled back. They will kidnap this Khalid. Gets pulled out by the Matilda. So a good escape from Nightmare Esports. They will get control of top tier 1 at least.
Oh, they're going in. Do they get it? Do they get it?
With them in too long.
Oh my
Flicker,
goodness.
good
Look at
raging
this. Kaja
standstill.
goes down.
Pop
Bruno
up,
goes down
secure.
right behind him.
But
But their jungle does get Khalid. Oh, Yves took it. Okay. Fuck it. Like I want it. Phobius goes in. Little pokes. Oh, are they going to trade? Are they going to trade? Oh, Beatrix did not die.
Despite too easy for Lexi having a bad time in the early game, but now he's really working as a field. And it looks like Cammy might be having that as
Yeah,
well
push
for
that
his
turret,
item
man.
because
Eat that shit.
building up to multiple
Ah,
items
you
at
guys
once
could
because
have had it.
immediately after that, Cammy got the malefic gun. So honestly, it's
That's why
still
I'm not a
good time here
professional.
for Cammy. And looking at the items, it looks like he's building. For his item took so long.
Next item to be Malefic Gun. A bit of a micro mistake from Tian Yang. They got the fleeting time onto PC right before the top 5, but he ended up bringing Jasmine into his own goal lane and resulting in a fight loss. But
no
luckily,
idea.
they have a decent lead still, right? Almost 2,000. They have control of the Lord. They just gotta remember that you have to go in and out fast.
You gotta look at PCU.
Alright, let's see
Right
who
now,
gets this
concealed.
Lord.
Will he get Jasmine?
Yeah, if you
Oh
have
my
Jasmine, that's a good
goodness.
start. That
Alright, no
completely stops
Matilda
Nightmare from
dive on
having
this.
any authority in taking these long drawn out fights. They will try to jump onto PCU though, but again he has fleeting time.
Alright, they
so
see
the
it's
Divine
low, they're
Judgment
gonna go
has
in.
reduced cooldown. Lord is incredibly
Hopper's
low.
pretty
Too easy
low
for
though,
Lexi.
he's gonna
Has
try
a
and
chance
heal
to
up
go
a
for the
bit.
dice
Real
roll. They
world
go to the
manipulation
Alpha
comes
and
out,
trade
and the
both
no one
sides.
still
But
gets
instead
it. They
comes
get
out
Alpha,
top.
but they
take
get
out
the
Alpha,
Phobius
and
as
Tian
well.
Yang continues
And
the
Khalid
dominance.
goes down.
Alpha goes
Oh,
down.
okay.
2 more kills and a
Not
Lord.
bad.
Zed is having an amazing game for himself, winning out that retribution battle. It did seem like this when why this is on purpose.
There you go.
They wanted to fight. They didn't
That's a
want
turret.
the Lord first. They want to make sure that they have
Beatrix
the
just
numbers
used her
game
ult, I'm
up
pretty
locked.
sure.
They want to make sure
Missed.
that they have more priority in terms
There
of
goes
the
another
number
ult.
of players around the Lord, and then they executed on it. That was an amazing play coming in from Tian Yang.
I agree. Even the usage of the art of
Alright.
it, even though Nightmare Esports so stole it, but you see the placement, right? Tian Yao Guai completely
Probably gonna
boxed off
skip
too easy launching from the rest of his team. He had to commit the spill Alpha
through
just
the
to
next
steal.
bit.
So at the end of the day, I think
Do this
the
a little
onus is always
faster.
going to be on Nightmare to make that counter move.
I don't
but
wanna
you
sit
can't
here and do it too long.
because
We've
there's
already
Kaja
gone
on
almost
the other
40
side
minutes.
waiting to pull you into oblivion.
E1 having the highest damage here.
Doesn't
Concealed
help, we had
play.
a little bit of
Looks
tech
like they're not going
issues,
to take it. They're just
but-
going to use the concealed to grab a free turn here. But yeah, E1 hasn't died yet. Highest damage in the game by far. The front lines from Nightmare is not having a good time. But if that's the only case, no problem. But the thing is, even the
Where's,
back lines is having problems.
The biggest, and on top of that, when your Roma is the Matilda, you saw that one Void Crystal, right?
Yeah.
One
Where's their
blast away,
anti-heal? That's what I wanna
50%
know. Like,
of
who
Jasmine's
has it?
HP.
Probably
You cannot
Matilda and
kind of go
Khalid,
for these trades
but like
anymore.
does
Who's gonna
Beatrix
check the
have
bush? You
it?
can't do it because there's
Does
pieces just waiting
Valentina
as the
have
Kaja to
it?
pull you away, and every single
Oh,
kill and assist
they must
conversion,
have heard
every
me.
single
There's the
takedown
items.
becomes an advantage.
Look at itemization here. How is
Alright,
the Matilda
Valentina
supposed to actually
is the
tank
only one with
two magic
anti-heal
items
over
here?
there.
Not defensive. And now
But
PCU,
on
he has to play time.
DFYG,
So
you got
whenever he
Kaja.
picks off and he gets
Eve.
another kill, he
You know, it looks
basically
like
can have
Phobius
divine
might be going
judgments
for
in
dominance.
one team fight. The Malefic gun as well, like you said, Husky, has been
And
built
maybe
by
Athena
home.
shield?
So you have the range, you have the damage, you have the
There's
penetration.
dominance,
This
just
Bruno
picked it
is
up.
online.
Alright,
This Bruno
so
has
you got
already
3 people with
reached that critical
anti-heal on
mass.
one side and
If you're
1
Nightmare
person on
Esports,
the
you're
other.
asking yourself right now, how do we get to the Bruno? We have to commit flickers for sure, but it
Opera
guarantees
and
nothing,
anti-heal.
right?
It's
Like,
Opera and Jasmine, they gotta make it happen.
man,
And no, here's the
I
thing.
agree.
No, here's the thing, Husky. It's not just low. If they can get low anyone, that's what you want.
I was gonna say, watch the bush.
asking too much though.
Hey, if you want to win, you gotta make the impossible
Is this your
possible.
special
You're
bush?
correct. Gotta be ready. One of the moments. Certainly, Ego only onto PCU. This is not the guy
Kaja
who commit on.
flickers
They will
out.
still try. So, oh my god, that's 3
Damn.
shots from long. Only the first one was the crit. That would have been an
That
instant
damage from Bruno,
Valentina's
holy crap.
Very small weakness is range, man, because she's a mid-range hero.
Lord is up.
And most marksmen with Malefic
They
Gun
go ahead and
outranges
start
her
it.
by so far. it's really hard for Valentina in this situation. to really
Nightmare
get
comes
something
up.
done.
Oh, they're
He
hungry.
has no flicker.
Too
He
late.
sees this happening.
Too
Oh,
late.
Post so Lord slain by Yan Feng Yao Guai. So second Lord for them, 13 minutes into the game. This is gonna allow them to start breaking inhibitors. I'm gonna ask you.
See,
Lopez,
like,
if this
we-
game goes late, right? If we
Like,
hit
if
critical
that
mass,
was
both
us, we
teams
would have
reaching that
immediately
58
went to
network,
mid,
is this
cleared
an
that,
even game, or
had
do you feel
someone
like
clear
just
top,
because of
but
the
nobody
team
would have
of
went
Yan Feng Yao
bottom.
Guai,
So we
they
would have
have that
had
advantage.
top and bottom
has an
minions
advantage
down
where they can
by their
always pick a
base.
fight 4v5 because of the
Or
Kaja.
top and mid, but
Nightmare
bottom
Esports,
wouldn't be
they
down
have an
there.
advantage because
But
their
look at how these
marksmen
guys do it,
can
how
deal
they
AoE
like time
damage.
them,
So
where it's more
Nightmare
a
Esports, they
little
can
bit
definitely do it because
closer.
Matrix is one of the best scaling heroes in the game. The
No,
only
maybe
problem
not.
is
Maybe they
this
push
Kaja
way
always
and
makes
just
it
leave those
unfair.
two.
Yeah.
But
They're trying to go into the long, but you see that range from the Olympic gun. Couple of hits is
different
all it
to
takes.
see,
No abandoned range already. They try to clear the
these
wave
guys
out, but
very
there's two
targeted.
inhibitors down. Doesn't
Yeah,
help
as
them
far
alone.
as
It's
play
back
style.
again. Yan Feng Yao Guai is looking for
I mean, these guys
potential
do this
game
shit for
one,
like a
or
job
at least
too,
an
but
opportunity. Part of them
still.
committed by E1. Tries to force away Nightmare Esports, but the team not really following up with it. All they
Yeah,
care
this
about
looks like
is the
game.
structures. They get all 3 in hits.
Right now, no more inhibitors
This
for
is it?
Nightmare Esports.
Oh, they're
And
gonna
the
push
thing that
it,
made them
alright.
survive this
back
long
off.
is the fact that PCU doesn't have a flicker. If he had a flicker, trust
Yeah.
me, Husky, they would force it.
They
would
would.
force it.
I can see that happening. You did point out that, for the coaching
We
staff
have
of Yan Feng Yao Guai,
DFYG
Sasa was
2-1.
looking at the fundamentals. You're seeing it
Alright.
be built up very well.
Oh
It's the first
shit.
opportunity on the offer. They will not commit
Okay.
the divine judgment just yet. But
Wasn't
here they
ready.
go. Jasmine
But now they
and Hart
are.
out of
Holy
position.
shit.
And
That's,
Yan Feng Yao
yep,
Guai
they got the person they were
opportunistic.
looking for.
0, 2, and 10. The only thing is he uses flicker
Let's see
as
if they
well,
get
so
another
they can't
one, though,
force
that's
an
the thing.
engagement after this unless Kill VJ actually wants the front line, wants to force a fight here.
There is no way, but it feels like
Oh,
they're
yeah,
gonna try
they're
anyway.
gonna
Too easy for Lexi finds the spear of
couple few.
Alpha, but the damage is just too much. They even missed the Nibiru's passion from Cammy, and now Yan Feng Yao Guai
Turret,
will just
yep,
tap the
turret.
crystal. Game number 1,
There you
going
go.
over to DFYG.
Alright, game 1. Now we're gonna go ahead and just kind of skip forward here.
Just from this one
Uh,
battle, Husky. Let me remind you, the last time.
That Lord
This
order at level 2, that
is-
would
This
potentially
is
be
only
a dead
game
show.
number 2. Holy
Oh,
shit.
this early doesn't feel good at all.
Something to
Alright. Who won game number 2?
the Chinese region. They just have to start being a little
Okay,
bit more
Nightmare
disciplined
1-1.
around their fights because they're been
They
split
like
up
that Beatrix,
multiple
too.
times.
I
Either
don't blame
E1
them.
is split up, VJ is split up.
Let's see if they pick it in the 3rd game.
Ladies and gentlemen, take a good look at
These
this
are best
draft.
of 3s.
So far,
And
Yan Feng
then
Yao Guai has a very solid draft.
The
Nightmare Esports,
final for
very
wild
strong,
card is best
but
of
it
5,
really
I believe.
does rely on their mid trio. As we're
Uh,
jumping into the final game
yes,
of
best
match
of 5.
number 1. Yan
And
Feng Yao
then
Guai going up
for
against Nightmare.
the Swiss
Whoever wins
stage,
this one
those
has a
are
big
all best of
advantage
1.
in their group as we're jumping into the Land of Dawn.
And this is the first
Alright,
time,
we are jumping
probably the
in
last
there.
time
It's
in the
1-1.
series where we see both teams.
Seen their drafts. We're gonna kind of skip forward a little bit. Maybe.
The things that I've heard from Yan Feng Yao Guai gave me hope. To the
Damn,
point where
12
I did
to
not come
2?
in here with any expectations of saying either A or B is gonna win this matchup
the
because
Wi-Fi
I've heard
off.
good things, and I like that my sources has not lied to me, Husky. Like
Alright.
what they've told me looks legit.
Yeah, I'll
10
tell you,
minutes
I
in.
agree with that. And at the same time, it's good to have the opening.
DFYG
has
hasn't pushed in. Damn,
Somewhat of
this
a
looks like
spectacle,
us in
right?
NCT.
It could be unexpected. A lot of people who might not have followed Yan Feng Yao Guai's journey from XYG until now. Let's see the first Lord. PC will definitely
Not our
push for
first
something,
match. Our
but
first
has to
match was
find
quick.
that timing.
Like, I think it
If
was
they
like
can break
9
even one
minutes.
inhibitor with this first Lord is already a big advantage. And they're on route to do that.
Oh,
Crazy
yeah.
people actually just got
Oh,
VOD, but
shit.
there's no way in. Right, the
Do they
second
push it
one.
here?
Oh my God,
Do they
Jasmine
push
He
it?
is so low. No, he's doing what? He still finds the
Oh.
king. Onto Lexi of
Hayabusa
all
goes
people.
down.
I think Yan Feng Yao Guai might have just
Cammy
done it.
goes
Jasmine
down
goes in
as
for the
well.
AOG, but then revitalized. Cal BJ doesn't even go down.
Gato
You will not
goes
take Stelky down.
down.
Yan Feng Yao Guai rises to the occasion. Game 1 of this first wild card best of 3 goes over to the Chinese region.
with 11.
All right,
That was
well,
the
we got that
goalie
one right.
here, Husky.
2-1,
Imagine
DFYG.
that. Game number 2.
Wow.
They did it. They are here to show up. They are
Nice.
saying
All right,
that
let's get
they
to the
are one of
next
the
one.
teams that
What's
can
the next
secure
one?
the final M6 ticket.
There's a chance, there's a glimmer of hope. We did say that
Man,
coming
this shit ain't
into this
loading.
international event, this MC slow is that if the enemy team is fast at their movement, they're always gonna get objective, right? But Joey's gonna go down. The Raging Sandstorm does miss, so is
Lot of
Video
people-
able to take
A lot
out
of
the
people
jungler?
picking Beatrix. She
The
might
setup
be
is
back up
partially
in
gone.
that
Now that there's no Raging Sandstorm,
meta.
can more comfortably deal with the lore on this bottom.
Yep.
And they will try to do as much damage as they can to the structures, but
Is that a different-
board goes down.
Oh,
and Zeno
okay,
really
it's just the way
didn't
it
lose too much,
looked. I was
Lafel.
like, is
Yeah,
that a
they
different turret?
definitely did it. Because again, the way that they're moving around the map, they can predict where Legion Esports is going to be, and they're able to defend every angle. Legion Esports as well, I would say, if they
Oh
were
yeah, this
able
is
to
Legion versus Encilio.
control
Who
the
did we
minions a
pick?
little bit better, making sure that the timing of how it crashes onto the turrets, making so that Legion Esports was able to push Encilio away.
Unless
then
they
that would
turn
be
the
good.
tides,
Legion Esports,
we
they don't
might
have a
lose
team
this
so far in
one.
the game.
I mean, they got more
They don't
objectives,
really have that
but
much belief.
Look at the banners raised. There's a split Nart and Hehe away from their team. And Encilio just
okay,
instantly
not
retreat.
bad.
So that's the pressure that we're seeing. And just a minor detour, right? We talk about how Legion Esports were never really too far ahead. After that whole ordeal of taking the Lord and not being able to find a lead and losing Joe, look at that level difference. It's not even 1,000.
I like that the fact that it's really they're moving.
Yeah,
like
it's
3
close,
members, 4
but-
members, but everyone doesn't look like they're really down in gold, right? It looks.
Yeah.
I mean,
it
at
looks
this
like
point,
Joe
it
has
gets
enough,
it's
Reaper has
like
enough,
one of
Steven
those
has
who
enough. So
makes
even
the
if they're
mistake
moving as a
first,
team,
and
they're
then
not
that's
punished anywhere in terms of grabbing the goal. So I really like that
that's
they
when it's like,
understand
fuck,
the
we gotta make sure we
movement
catch them
of
so
the
they
Red
don't
Dawn.
snowball
Look
too
at that.
much on
It's
us.
a net negative.
Yeah, that negative gold earned.
That's all because they caught Joe. And also, Meow didn't have Radiant Sandstorm. They couldn't get anything off of that.
And no turns were taken.
Exactly. Wow.
Well, I
This-
think they got me. But other than that,
yeah, but that one was like way before Lord,
Yeah, yeah.
you know?
but either way, it's right now Legion Esports. They
Bruno's getting picked up a lot,
surprising
too.
how they
Bruno,
had the
Alpha,
fight,
Matilda,
considering that,
Beatrix.
again, they're the faster team.
I guess I can't say a
And,
lot
yeah,
since this is just
to be
the
fair,
second series, but
It's the Matilda. The Matilda really makes it so that any
shit,
engagement
this
is bad.
Legion
Here's a
looks
callback
like the
to
same draft
the
as the
question
last
of,
team.
Was it worth it, right? I think
It's crazy.
Joe has completely, well, unfortunately, forfeited whatever minuscule of lead that he has. Now we're back to square one, and I even dare say that Encilio
I feel like
finally
right
feels
now there's
comfortable
just
enough
more
to
heroes
consider taking a fight against Legion, because they have been,
that people
they
play
have not been able to get
or
those big
something
engages
like.
in. You're
I
looking
feel
at
like there's
Khalid,
just
and I thought they've not been landing it.
not many people
They're
that you
playing
can
around this
completely
Matilda
ban
expert.
anymore.
I can see with the
You know what I mean?
Matilda
Like, it's not
getting
like one
banned out
person
for
has
the next
only
game
3
because
heroes they're good
So
on.
far, Lovely has
Now it's like a lot of these guys have fucking. It's like, okay, you can ban whoever you want. We're just gonna pick this hero
How
over
many
here.
saves has this Matilda had?
Plenty.
Yeah.
Can't count it right now. I mean, Daylight is still aggro. The
13
Motor is at
minutes
max
in, and
capacity.
it's
Gonna
5
have
to
that
2
on true damage soon.
per kill.
Trying to bait Encilio into a fight, and now they're gonna full come into it. Laura's pathway is out. Vexana steals the Lord, or secures it for the team. They do take
Soyu
out
goes
Justinian.
down.
Fortunately, even for Reaper, tries to flicker, hits the wall, double
Aurora
kill for
goes
Daylight.
down.
And now with the Winds of Nature, he is just going forward. And
Alright.
Legion have finally cracked the code.
Yeah,
Hey,
Legion,
maybe we
that
got
was
it
a
right.
good way that they were
Yeah.
able to pull Encilio
Shit.
out, and Encilio was the one that looked undecisive. They didn't know whether they want to go in or not. When the Lord was so low, Dad Mania decided to go in, but by that time, it's a little bit too late. And Hehe
Oh, yeah, I
was
don't have
able
my
to
chat up.
secure the Lord. If he wasn't able to secure the Lord, maybe it would have been a different
Yeah, it's
story.
alright. No one's here.
Yeah. Even Justinian didn't even get to use his retribution, right? I think he got terrified.
course, for
If you look
people
at
over there,
It's
it's
a
probably
replay
pretty
presented by
late, too.
Kidia. This is a very crucial moment because
Let's say
when they used to
13,
run on the wall, Lovely wasn't in
14
position.
hours from now.
Yeah, I'm
Or
trying to
13
look
hours
at
from
here.
now.
And yeah, it does look like Justinian was caught
Clock.
there. And the damage from
Almost
Daylight,
11.
that was the difference maker. Daylight was able to take them down just so fast. The first damage coming in from his Bruno, the crits are starting to hurt.
You clump up together, you're gonna eat that wordy in the face over and over again. Not to mention the armor reduction. Can they at least keep the inhibitor
Do
alive?
they end
They
it?
use everything
That's
from
the
the
thing.
arsenal, Banner's Rage, Nibiru's Cashes.
'Cause if you
Joe
let
even commits
them
the ultimate, ends up going down, killing spree for
into the
Dome.
late
Good
game,
Roy in order stun. Meow also
they
falls, but
might catch
when
up.
Cilio, they do lose an inhibitor.
Yeah, I'm not so sure if it's worth it for Legion Esports to sacrifice two members of the team, especially because it looks like it wasn't all that necessary. I kind of feel like they would have gotten it anyways, but look at the damage ranking. Don't is doing so much damage. Reaper as well.
Having a perfect game so far.
I'm surprised that Daylight hasn't dealt that much damage. Not gonna lie, I thought he'd be doing at least 30k by now.
It's
And
crazy how they're all
involved
focused in the middle
many
too.
fights until that Lord fight, right?
Yeah, they're just sorry.
It's gonna be Eternal Guard committed. They just want to clear the way. Zilio, they want more than just that, but
Alright.
unfortunately, no way.
We've started getting better at that when we go to like fight inside the
And they forced
turret.
it too hard.
Yeah, they
We've
forced
gotten
it too
better
hard
at, like,
because Legion Esports didn't have any
going
intention to
in,
fight. They just
and then
cleared
if the
way.
turret
I
is
even saw
hitting
Reaper
you,
trying to freeze the turret
then you'll
to
stay in there for a
effectively push
minute,
it, but yeah,
and then
they
back
weren't
out
able to look at
before
that
you
beginning, so
die,
that was a bit of a
and then
mistake.
someone else will go in,
Be a bit more
and
patient.
then, you know what I mean?
I guess.
And we've
kind
kind of started doing that with like a lot of our
our
regular team fights too, that are just like in a lane or in the
You
jungle
have
or
to
whatever,
always
but
remain patient, right? Like
you still
you gotta
gotta,
always be composed.
it feels like
Looking at
after
the
a while
differences
we
It's
are just like,
interesting
alright,
to
let's
see
just get this
both
done as
Bruno
fast as
and
possible.
Beatrix have the same amount of gold, but Beatrix has not completed her item just yet. This just shows why Bruno is so strong. in the
Shit,
early
I
game,
missed
because
the
he
items.
completes his items so fast. That just shows why Beatrix have the same amount of gold, but Beatrix has not.
Oh,
completed
yeah,
her
that
item just yet.
Beatrix.
This just shows why Bruno is so
Popping
strong
off.
in the early game because he completes his items.
I said it the other day
items are very
in,
cheap in this game.
I think don't just want the hunter.
ah
fight,
shit,
just
whose
find your
stream
item.
was
Yeah,
it?
final item.
So basically decked out. I mean, considering he's 3-0-4, right? It did take him a while.
I don't remember
Expensive
whose
items,
stream
but
it was now.
Cashing it in.
I think it might have been
finish
Beat
into the
or
game. Third
Jesus
Lord
Christ,
coming up.
Mirko maybe?
They did set
I
up
was
the
in
top
somebody's
lane from
stream
Vince,
and
not
they're
sure if
talking
it's a
about
slow push or
Beatrix
not, or it could just be a neutral lane.
being back in the
Slow push would
meta,
be great though. Let's see though. This Lord
and
fight
I
is
said,
important.
Yeah, honestly,
yeah, I
looking at the
feel
videos on
like
top,
she's
right now it looks
got a
it's
kind of a
favored, but I
buff
feel like
with
Legion Esports, because
the
they have
item that they
inhibitor,
buffed.
They will eventually win
Because
out
it
on that trade, so
allows
Legion they can just win, and then let
penetration,
the minion wave build
but
up,
you
and
also
then
get a
start
further
pushing it,
attack
because
range
look at that
for
wave
your
right now.
basic attack,
Legion's
and
wave
it's
is winning
automatic.
just because
Before
the
it used
inhibitor
to
of
be
Lucian is down.
that you had to
I
hit
kind of felt like
someone with your
Insteel should
skill,
have cleared the full wave instead
and
of
then the
beating
next
it.
basic attack had like
Now they are kind of
a
racing against
longer
the
range
clock,
or whatever.
and
Well, they
Legion
changed
Esports
it where
understands
now
that
as soon as
aggro
you
now goes
build
towards
the item,
Exilio.
you completely
They're
build
trying to
it,
push forward a little bit,
then
looking for
your
hey hey.
basic
That's
attack
going to
range is
be
always
the flicker out. They turn around, Purify
shit
use.
like that.
Unfortunately, Lively goes down.
And
It's going to be
it helps
Immortality
a
out.
lot
They take care
with
of
her,
Mel.
because her
It's
range
going to be one for
on
one
some of
trade
her
thus
guns
far. Legion
is
Esports looking to
low.
push the envelope a little bit, but
But then you
thrown
got
out by
like
the
her
Beat
sniper
passion.
that's
So end
far
of the day,
already,
1-4-1.
and then
Yeah, I
now
feel like
that
Legion Esports
basic
doesn't have to be
attack
that
is
aggressive.
increased
Look at
too,
that top
so-
wave. It's
Yeah,
pushing
she's
well.
pretty-
And Joe
I-
was
I-
able to
I was
control
excited
the
to
bottom
see
wave
her
as
in
well.
this,
So
so-
right now Legion Esports,
And I think
in terms
they
of the
knew
waves,
it
is looking
because
very
they
good.
also
They
brought
can
back
force
her
this forward, but
Beatrix's
never mind.
Oh!
Never mind.
skin
Don't-
and shit, and they
Why-
also made a painted skin
What?
for her.
Why?
You know
And I'm
what?
like,
Why?
Scratch that. I am
They're
very
like, yeah, we
surprised
know
that
people are
they
gonna play this-
decided to fight
this
that.
hero.
Although this way thankfully was dealt with. I was surprised that Legion decided to do that, right? Like,
Why did Nard move that far ahead? And why are they starting to Lord again with?
yeah, I don't know why they're
members?
starting Lord.
They can get punished. Legion can definitely get punished.
No, back up,
bonus
back
points,
up.
man.
Don't
That
do
water
it.
runners.
Unless it's a bait.
This
Now
turns
goes
everything
in.
around, and now I mean, look at that
Oh,
meow.
shit.
Ooh, another Random
Yeah,
apathy.
good escape.
I
Daylight
think
knocked
that's the
up.
Lord.
Gets
Daylight,
out.
He's forced away.
Yeah, Daylight really has to
Oh
look at
my
his health,
goodness,
man,
and they
because
get
it's
the
really
like
low.
goodness.
He can heal up. Don't get me wrong, he can heal up, but I don't know. I kind of feel like Legion Esports showing a little bit of disrespect, or they're really just thinking they're much tankier than they are. They have to realize that Insealer is basically decked out. They all have all the
Alright, so
items
now
they
the
need
question
to
is,
build
do
that.
they just get a team,
Yeah, you
like,
look
do
at
they
the
take
instant
care of
replay,
Lord,
what's
get
to
a
do by
team
KD?
wipe,
This
and
is
then finish,
such a
or
weird-
do they take it further
weird
into the late,
engagement,
like
right?
the
Weird
late
interaction.
game? Damn,
And
what a
that was
shot.
not a mistake. Like Daylight could have blocked that shot. So he left his mid laner out to dry.
Hey, he has the same mentality as you. Everyone for themselves.
Oh yeah, they're
That's
waiting.
actually-
Yeah, that's right. Get in that bush.
I can't be eating shots like that.
Yeah, of course, of course.
Turret goes
That's
down.
not hey at all.
Holy
Yeah,
shit,
but now
guys.
in Insealer, they have the advantage here, Husky. Legion Esports,
Oh
in terms of
my
weight play, they're
goodness.
actually quite decent.
Here it comes. Matilda goes in. Oh, she runs away. She runs
Let me
away.
roll
She's
five
not
though, but
coming
that's gonna
in.
be the top side push as well. So this inhibitor survives.
Do they save the
Thankfully
turret?
for
They
Legion
do.
Esports, they
Okay.
clear the bottom side. So end of the day, Legion Esports, they're not gonna lose any inhibitors. Not much of an equalizer, but still
Pretty sure I picked
goal-wise,
Legion
they are up
for my
almost
guess
4K.
points too, so
90
hopefully
minutes in,
they
it's not gonna matter too much except for item swap. You see that for with Joe.
don't choke.
Go into that inventory.
like, and then go back up. I never fully commit.
It's like tag, you're it, you know. It's like it's like
Penetration,
poking at
life
Legion, but
steal,
without the
attack. Yeah,
reinforced
that's
back.
actually a really
It's
good
really
defense
taking a
build.
stick and poking a bear, and then moving
That
back
Bruno
as fast
build's
as
pretty
Ah,
good though too.
I know the perfect reference.
Alright.
It's like Tom
Crit,
and Jerry,
ban,
and Tom
life
is just
steal.
poking at Spike. When
That's
Spike is
dirty.
chained up, right?
Attack
He's
speed.
just out of range.
Yeah.
That's dirty.
So far, Encilio is willing to use all the skills.
That's why
available, and
that's why Bruno
maybe this
hurts
is
so
a build
much.
thing,
Like his
maybe
range
not
is
feel
pretty
like they
good,
can't really do
and
this
if
kind
you
of
throw a
playstyle,
little bit
but
of crit on
it
there,
does look like Encilio is trying to force mistakes from Legion.
he's
They do
dangerous.
those engages, hoping for Legion to overcommit, and then immediately kite back and then fight. Like we're starting to see a pattern from Encilio here. The way that they force mistakes is honestly an amazing thing to watch.
And you can clearly see signs of Legion esports getting slightly impatient. Like that,
Yeah.
Lord dance just now, second part of the Lord dance was a very clear example. Although now you gotta wait for the third Lord. We'll see what adjustments Legion brings to the table. I would assume
Ooh, are
that
they
they
gonna
probably
get 'em?
slowly boost at this point.
Yeah, and look at Encilio, they really don't care playing this
Ah,
well.
they
have the stamina, man.
What
That's
the
so
fuck?
fast, man. The guiding wind is always a 5-star e-hailing ride. You don't get any service better than that.
Right now, looking at the map, Encilio is covering this Lord perfectly. And we know Legion is
Alright, this is probably it. Whoever
Whoever
gets this Lord is probably the winner.
His positioning, man, it's so hard to catch this guy.
Unless they get a team
Legion
wipe.
esports, they do get aggro off the Lord, so Encilio will force the
21
reset.
minutes in.
Don't want the Lord to be held hostage by Legion. It's not for now. So Legion's going to be waiting for the top wave again.
Yeah.
So we rinse and repeat.
And again, the top wave is winning. Encilio, so far it doesn't look like they want to be the one making the decision to go. They're waiting for Legion.
But I feel like they have to, right? Like that
Wow.
top wave isn't going to last long. So that's Flores' pathway out already. They get nothing out of it.
Horse went to go in and
Someone
got
has
stunned
to,
up by
has to
Vex.
take care of the base.
He's like,
Reaper
never
has to
mind,
be
I'm
called.
good. I was
And
just
Reaper
joking.
not being able to fight is big because you need your mage for that AoE CC. And now Legion esports, they're on the board again. And another wave is coming in from
Oh,
Legion. This
here
is
they
bad
go.
for Encilio.
Yeah, they gotta run it down. They can't even get Justinian into the
Alright, they
fight,
got it.
so Legion esports just winning out based off of that top side macro. The fact that they had an inhibitor, you asked earlier on, was it worth it throwing 2 lives for the structure? It is paying off.
Oh yeah, paying off dividends. And Encilio so
Shoot, I
far,
forgot to change
their
the poll,
indecisiveness,
too.
or I would say, their whole strategy of making your opponents make the first move
That's alright, we'll
hasn't
just
been
end it.
doing well because Legion, they did the same thing. They waited for that high loss to engage and then they just
Everybody
backed off. And
agrees.
it's like, oh, thanks for using your ult. I guess we're all good. The top wave is pushing in. We see no Aurora.
Alright, let's go,
Suppose
Legion.
there's such things as 2
Yeah,
engagements.
split push.
You see, I mean, I agree. I'm looking at Encilio to be the one to make the
Clear
first
that
move. They
midway
have to
too,
choose to
what
do
the
so.
fuck?
But if this Lord goes down without a single inhib take, it doesn't feel too bad for Encilio. And that feels like this is going to be the case. This mid wave is going to go down. For sure, Laura's pathway forcing out a flicker from Hey. And we're back to square one. Longest game so far in the ball class, 23 minutes and counting.
Dude, Encilio is so good at defending. They're so good at turtling in. Even without this whole base situation, so far every single team fight, they make sure that they get out on top. I mean, look at the kills, Huskies.
Do you want half of
It's 10
this
to 5. Full
cinnamon
items.
raisin
Again,
peanut butter
Encilio is
sandwich?
playing this like it's the mid game.
The fact that Legion Esports had to throw 2 bodies for an inhibitor just to come back to
Cake
the
rather
start
than
of
some chili or
almost the
whatever.
end of the game. Really just shows you that
And
Encilio
he
has
started telling me
gotten
what was in it.
down
I'm
to
like,
the
what the
T.
fuck? I'm like,
I guess
no,
the
it's
lucky
not
thing
chili,
is that
that's like
all
fucking-
previous Lords, at least the
like
previous 2
hillbilly
Lords are just only bottom
jambalaya.
side. Upcoming one is also bottom side.
And,
Okay, what kind of
I mean, I
orange?
ate it. And it was
I'm telling
good.
you, that's the only thing keeping Legion Esports, you know, like feeding a sigh of relief, like, oh, thank goodness, we don't have to deal with the top side.
Alright, they're both in mid,
that's on
clearing
top
the
side,
wave.
It's gonna be a different story.
waiting for someone to
If I was
slip.
Encilio, I would be
And
trying to
then-
force 1 inhibitor.
Then
Yeah,
be like,
looking
hey
at the
yo,
bottom, it's very, very low.
I got homie in the
Like
cut.
at least 1 inhibitor for 1 inhibitor. You don't make Legion Esports win every single time.
For real, watch. They're
Don't
gonna
worry,
catch somebody
that's
off guard.
right.
Yeah.
I
They're
feel
all
like
gonna
they
jump
have to
them.
figure something out. Because if not, they really need to get someone up there and deal with 2 minion waves so that they feel, you know, breathable.
It is a job for Justinian and Justinian alone. That's the thing. I mean, at this stage of the game, you're dealing with the buffed up minions. they are incredibly durable.
Oh yeah, for sure. Which is funny because when you consider you have full items, you think you would one-shot everything. No, not the
No,
minions.
the minions beat you.
The minions have 6 Sky Guardian helmets.
I think the timing for him to kind of split that map has already passed for sure.
Yeah.
Now you just feel the pressure of, oh my goodness, this minion wave is so hard to take down. But on the flip side, if he did set up a double wave somehow, then it benefits Insidio a lot more, right? Because it takes so long to die.
Is this
But we
it?
can see here. Look at Daylight. Daylight is going to deal with that single minion, and the push is just gonna start all over again. Legion Esports. Oh,
Yeah,
minion
yeah.
goes in.
I'm thinking of that. I think you gotta do it fast. Do it fast, or at least force Legion into an uncomfortable spot. So Maniac, he's gonna show his body
Oh
for his
man,
push.
this is
Look
a
at that.
Lord
Save
dance.
most of his health. Unfortunately, they just don't have the resources. They put themselves in an awkward position. No glorious
Okay.
pathway. Legion
They
Esports
move in
gets
on
the
it.
possession of the Lord again. This Minion gotta do something. Reaper flickers in, fight them.
Oh,
Are you
wow,
kidding me?
Reaper
It's such a
stealing the
crucial moment.
Lord,
Reaper
what the-
is the death dealer. And Legion Esports loses Joe. And hey, Insidio have found that moment.
What was that Reaper? Oh my god, talk about an MVP play. He even sold his Winter Crown for immortality to make sure that he stays on the map. Reaper,
That's crazy.
that was game changing.
And it's potentially game ending. I mean, look at the irony of the name. Definitely Reaper. They're reaping the rewards of that play, and now Insidio is not about full steam ahead. You got more than half a minute on Hey, 40 seconds on Joe, almost a minute for Meow to come back.
Yeah, I
Time to
don't
run down
know
those lanes,
what
get
they're
that
gonna
top
do
inhibitor
to,
stabilized, the state of the lane, and
save
more.
this.
Yeah, but right now it looks like they want mid. Maybe they're gonna try to end this now, Husky. It's 26 minutes. This is a full item matrix. They want to force this. They want mid. They want to end the game right now.
Demolish that mid turret. There's a very good chance, Nard. With the taunt not enough, another Grower's pathway, this one setting them up for
That's it,
success. And
GG.
Insidio weathers the storm and takes game 1.
Damn!
Insidio so far with
Rest
their
in peace,
macro
guest
gameplay,
coins.
They're disciplined. They're able to win game number 1.
Well,
Let me tell you folks, it was not an easy game.
yeah.
Sometimes it just takes
We have
one
Legion
moment and hold of
2-1-ing
thought. It was an Aurora
Insidio, so we'll
flicker
see.
and using an entire spell rotation
We will
to
see.
get an objective. It must be pretty crushing if you're Legion, right? You got all the RNG on your side and still Insidio outdid them. Away, and this time the Stadium will not miss. Finds the turtle, Maniac, Lloyd on and Joe. Verdict is that Maniac slapped on. Meow will find a kill and Reaper misses the dispersion. So at the end of the day, 1-for-1 trade, Insidio finds the turtle and will cash in on his purple buff.
Oh, but they're really pushing it. Can they kill this before the... Yeah.
Huh?
Okay. Okay.
I mean, it works, right?
Yeah, because I thought like, okay, that seems a little bit early for the diversion, but they made it work. They made it work.
Well, Insidio doesn't have the retribution. The idea was that though, imagine if they get both buffs, right? Hey, that's the way you play it. Like, the way player mindset is so different. You gotta be creative.
You're always playing chess with the lead. You always have to be 3 steps ahead.
Yeah.
Okay, that's all I got to talk about.
No, like I had something in my mind. I was just trying to piece it together. What if, right? Here's a wild idea.
All right.
They make a skin for Loi. It's called Grandmaster Loi, but not the usual Grandmaster, a chess Grandmaster. And the immediate reaction is like the chess pieces.
What's that movie again?
What?
Oh, it's in the back of my head. The reference that, you know what?
The fellow's
I
having a
remember
brain fart.
all the other casters are watching. If you guys know the movie I'm thinking about, you know.
Oh, I thought you meant the movie is called It's in the Back of My Head.
No,
Oh my God.
no. It's not. If you guys know the movie title, I don't even remember the actress's name. But anyways, back to the game. Again, an advantage.
I
for-
miss
Oh, it's not
Arashi
stealing, but again, in terms of
being
advantage,
on the
it's not a big
caster's
one.
desk.
Looks like for both teams, they're not really
I like him.
forcing on a fight.
He's
I mean,
always
the fact that we
got
were
a
able to have
smile
some
on
time
his
for
face.
ourselves, think about a movie
And
name.
it's just
We
like,
title and still nothing.
I don't know, he's got this vibe to him that just
Queen's
says that like
Gambit,
he's
thank you very
just like
much.
the
Oh, that was the
happiest
one. That was the
motherfucker.
one.
Queen's Gambit.
Queen's Gambit, thank you very much.
Zipper. Oh, Joe is gonna go down and get blasted by the dispersion. Just in time for turtle to spawn.
That was good, but I'm so disappointed in myself.
I think
Alright, Bruno, starting turtle.
Yes.
Wonderful actress.
Yes.
It popularized chess.
Oh, okay. It's
quite a
gonna
big
reset.
deal.
Well, not
Should be able to
completely,
throw
but
without any
soft
issues.
reset.
Easy
Soft
resolution.
reset.
Now they're gonna flip back, meow. Again, another flicker. Surprised that
Man.
he tried to walk out forward into an Edith like that.
Yeah, so far in Celio, they're still playing the macro
Yeah,
game
it's still
quite
pretty
well,
even.
and this time is actually able to get both turtles. So this is overall an amazing game for Encilio. With that being said,
Both
they
turtles
started
for
with Gravity
Encilio,
playing
but
for the
they've
late
only
game.
got like
So
a
as long
1K
as
gold
Encilio's
lead,
not
so
2,000 ahead, it really should be
we'll
fine.
see what they do with it.
But a good attempt, a valiant one onto Reaper. At least you get that flicker out for 2 minutes without the battle spell. And spill it to the bottom side, but again, no way beats that. We've been seeing Legion Esports really try
So
to
you
utilize
going
this
in?
lead. I mean, game 1 you can smell, game 2
Phobius
not
running.
to make these early moves, but I think it's
Smell like
very
bitch
unfortunate
in
that they
here.
haven't found much success across 2 games.
Yeah, I like as well that so far Lovely on this native is looking very good as well. Diversion being used on the bottom lane, they won one.
Oh,
But so far Daylight is able to
Alright.
get out there.
That's purified.
Hylos.
Let's see how much
Going
pressure
in,
we put on this, right? There's no
stirring
rating.
'em.
There's no rating sandstorm, in fact.
Man, we got a
Trying to get
Phobius
so fast and the Maniac around.
and an
No
Alpha
way.
again on one side with the
But there is a
Glade.
1v1
We
fight
got our
outside.
Bruno,
Once the Wild is
Soyu,
2 levels ahead of Joe. A complete opposite of
and
V1.
Hylos
Oh
on the
yeah,
other
5
side.
minutes in, only 2 kills each so far. Narn tries to look for advantage, but so far no one from Encilio
I have to
is
try and
really
remember
positioning
these so
themselves
that
to
way when
actually
we
get
play with
by.
the team later,
Both junglers are at the
just
top
be like,
side of
hey,
the map.
try practicing this
Again,
here.
for both
It
teams,
does seem
it looks
like
they wanna play the
fighter
macro game, which is
jungle
kinda
is
uncharacteristic
kind of
for
like
Legion
meta
here.
right
Legion
now,
actually playing slow.
which is a
But I
little,
don't know if I like this Husky, where you're playing for your opponent's timing.
a little
Right,
bit
like,
why
this
I think
feels
that
like
BTK
Legion
will
wants to
get
play like
at
Encilio.
least
Yeah.
3rd place.
So Don is going to start shoving that wave in. Daylight has no purify for another half minute. Walking too close.
Eh.
Actually checks it, so that's going to be concealed gone. But still.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
if you
we'll
got
go
out for
3rd.
Don,
We'll go 3rd. Fuck
there
it,
should
why
be
not?
second item. Encilio will
I hope they win,
trade
but honestly,
turtle for
the
bot
only
tier
teams
1.
that I'm
They are
afraid of
really trying to
is
slow
Team
down
Liquid
Daylight.
and
So far, Encilio almost hitting the 2K.
Fnatic, Onyx.
Legion Esports,
I guess SRG too, so I
I
guess
don't know.
there's
I'm
3
feeling a
teams.
little bit uncomfortable with them
But
not trying to look for
Team
any
Liquid
kind of
and Fnatic
advantage.
Onyx play in
They're
round
able to
1.
get the top lane, so that's
So
good.
one of them
But so
is
far,
going to go
both
to
teams are
the
just
lower
trading
bracket right away.
basically sidelings.
Or wait,
We're
is there a
gonna
lower
go
bracket
bottom,
on
we're just
Swiss
gonna
stage?
scale up. Once we have items, we're going to fight before we get
No,
items.
they'll
We're
move
really
down
not gonna be
to
doing anything. Diversion.
The 0-1
It kind of calls
bracket.
back to
That's
what I
what
brought
it
up, right? Like, Legion
Because
Esports
they'll
are
have
trying to
it
make
where
moves, but
everybody plays
with
and
very
then
little success, and now Joe caught up again. Donnie's just command fight. There's another flicker from Mel.
Can we have an instant replay? What was that interaction? He was like, push, pull, knocked up, everything.
Man got ragdoll, man.
Oh, yeah.
It feels really bad when
we're
you're
gonna skip
Phobius,
it a
but
bit.
all of the flickers so far, I think.
Oh shit, that's too far. They ended.
Husky, because, again, now you
What
have
are we at?
Maniac,
Like
there's
a
nowhere for
15
Maniac
minute
to
game
go.
or something?
Oh, completing entropy.
Oh, that's so low, that's so
Man,
low.
Ricochet almost took him out. In normal circumstances, I would say that this doesn't look good for Encilio, but hey, they got all 3 in. And the Alpha Strike is in, but he's gonna get control. The Lord knocks him out!
Oh,
And it's
they
gonna
got
be
the
Sinian and finds
Lord.
the
Oh
objective.
my
Everything
goodness.
going wrong for Legion.
They tried Husky, right?
Yeah.
It was do or die. If they got the
Damn.
word, there's a chance that
There
they
goes
can
my
still
100%
survive.
guess
Here's the thing,
rate.
they have an Eve as well as the Natan.
Shit.
The Natan already has the Holy Crystal and the Wind of Nature, so he can't defend this. The Eve as well. having the Good Lord, the
Alright,
Divine Eve as
well,
well as-
shit.
Well, that's Solemn Silence of Nature.
No.
Can't win them all, right?
Wishing Lantern.
Wishing Lantern. Oh my god, that escaped me.
There you go. Flicker of Shadow, 2-man stun, rating stands
Well,
on to
actually,
the back.
you
Hits
can,
no one.
but-
The Lord is so powerful.
Just
And this
not
time even Daylight can save it.
Yeah, they get
It is
wiped.
nighttime. Legion Esports gets put to
Womp
bed.
womp.
And Encilio finds the first victory in the wild card group stage.
Yep, we have a clean 2-0. Encilio so far looking good for Group B. Just with that, already looking like the favorites here coming in. Looking like they can play the macro game, they can play it slow. But when it's time to speed up, they can't speed up.
And with how
That's
fast
pretty
Encilio
good.
played in game 2,
That's
that
pretty
was
good.
more of the initiative
Alright, let's get
and
to
proactiveness
the
that we
next
were looking
one.
from Legion Esports in
we
game
got?
1
We
that
got-
wasn't delivered to us. Unfortunately,
our favorites to win the wild card.
They had Alien making these big play singles for Apex 47, and they could always rely on TNZ to get them over the finish line.
Going
And
up
in the middle,
against,
Rosa is there to
Geek.
guide them all. The meta has shifted, right? I think that
All right, here we go.
what exactly are they going to get their hands on to really change this game? Because previously, TNZ was the weird one. He was bringing out the, the Amon. He was also bringing out the Leomore when it wasn't meta during its time, and still found success.
Okay, let's.
quite a few.
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
Quite a few players on the side of Openar do like bringing out these weirder picks and playing around with them, which I do hope we get to see. But since it's still very early on in the wildcard, it's hard to say whether or not they will lean in that direction. Because so far, the bans are looking pretty standard.
I mean, we say standard, but Chip is wide open, but they're not going to be picking
Chip
up.
is
A lot of teams
open.
here
I
in
haven't
wild
seen
cards
anybody
have either
use
been
Chip yet.
banning it out.
I don't think we have.
Very volatile lanes.
That is true,
Alright,
that
here
is
we
true,
go.
but
Let's
not
get
quite as
into it.
volatile as the wild cards itself, because one slot on the line, we're gonna be jumping into our first game of game number 3 here at day 1 of the wild cards with GK on the blue side versus Openar on the red.
The guy talking right there, that's
Watch
alright.
starts for both junglers here. They end up on opposite sides of the map. Let's see which
We're
side is
going
gold and which
Arashi.
side is EXP. Top side is going to be gold, EXP on the bottom side. So we're
That's
expecting
the
this
name I was
tournament
trying to say earlier.
Maybe unlock up to the bottom side, if not, because they've got information of
Ulfednar.
who's already invading to steal away
Turkey.
at least one camp.
You can already see a
Forgot where
good amount of
Geek is
damage
from.
being done here in the mid lane. But before anything really gets started, we'd like to remind you guys, M6 Pass is going to be
M6
available
Pass, guys.
from the 18th of November to the 29th of December.
Go get your microtransactions
Make sure to complete all
in.
active tasks during the event to reach level 75 for free so that you can get amazing rewards.
Yeah, things like Challenger Sparks, Prime Skin Cosmic Blaze Claws, the M6 exclusive Claw figurine. I mean, these are just a few of the prizes. Now, based on this early game, we've already seen that Rosa is just feeling the range.
I actually
of
gotta do
Smile,
some
taking
spins
a
so I
lot
can
of
try to
damage.
get that
Doesn't lose her,
Beatrix
his
skin.
passive just yet, but is able to come
That
back
looks
into lane.
fire.
Keep note that the range is
Well, not
significant
really,
for
it's
Smile, and if he
purple, but-
maintains this type of distance to unleash his artillery, it's going to be hard.
Alien going
Mid
in.
lane Shen already forced to use Flicker quite early on, and they managed to find
Oh,
Zeno
Zeno,
as well, caught out in the
dead.
back while Temple Blades comes out. Rosa securing
Shen?
first blood onto the
Alright,
enemy
don't let
jungle.
him live.
Beautiful
Don't
work,
let him live.
beautiful work here, and at minimal losses as well. They didn't have the flicker at all. Shen out of position, having to force that flicker out quick, but TNZ is not going to let free kills go. Now, with that first initial kill falling into the hands of Rosa, more mid lane control means that they can start spilling down to the bottom side
Had to
of the
turn the
map.
heater.
They just need to make sure at the very least that their gold laner just holds out on their own, don't die, stay alive, and let's play for these neutrals for
Don't die. Yeah, I think
Fact that
that's a
they
tip
maybe
for
shift a little bit more
everyone.
attention towards the goal lane after this first
Just
hurdle.
saying.
That could help them deal with this first blood being given over to mid, because Smile up until this point had actually been doing a very good job just zoning the Aurora off the wave. So with that kill, they've just managed to even it up back up again.
Booger snout.
I'm more curious, how exactly is Zeno going to find opportunities to fight right now? Because again, Alien is doing a great job against Samo, clearing these waves twice as fast as he is, has a level,
Gat,
and also is relaying
Lane,
information
Aurora,
back to TNZ.
Turtle, alright.
Yeah,
Kylo's
all that
going on.
information working very well.
Rock,
Samo is
Sicilian,
halfway dropped down on the turtle,
over.
but Alien
Did
is
they get there in
just stopping the rest of
time?
the GK by himself. The cape finds him.
Yeah, I mean, they
Turtle
got there,
right
just,
and Zeno already
couldn't do anything
taken
with it.
out by Openar. They're
Now they're
continuing
gonna
to fight
get
as well. Tempest Blades
wiped.
Samo and Shen both being slowed down after North Guardian's gonna be
Well, I guess not.
pulling him
Bruno's up
away
top,
from
but-
his escape path, and they get the taunt as well, giving a killing spree
They give
over
up
to
a
Rosa.
turtle and 3 kills. Eesh.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't
DK
think
is
Zeno should have
broken.
walked up there. I mean, you saw Alien use everything, right? He used the Shunpo, third hit of G Kundo didn't hit anybody, so he doesn't get the reset. So all he has is the Way of the Dragon. So I'm not too sure what exactly was going through their minds, but I personally think it might have been an oversight.
I think there
True.
was a slight lack
True.
of communication because the Glorious Pathway
Dang,
was
this
played out
says
pretty
day
nicely, but the
1
rest of the
on
team
the
wasn't
Mobile
close enough
Legends
to take
Bang Bang
advantage of
North
it. A lot
America
of it was because
channel. They
Alien
got
was just standing there
21,000
menacingly, so they couldn't
views.
get close enough. But
DJY
yeah,
got
just was not right.
16,000.
So far, because now they also have timings on these buffs. Alien
Oh
is
man,
phenomenal
DJY got
right now.
more
That being
views
said, if they
than
steal this this away,
North
where's the next
America.
opportunity that they can maybe set up again, right? The proxy is successful. Top side seems to be pretty much untouched, and double waves being obtained by Sunshine. He's only going to scale twice as fast, 2.8k at 4 minutes.
TNC just finished his Berserker's Fury as well at 4 minutes, so that's very quick for a Ling, especially against a Suyo. GK has missed out on a potential early game spike with this jungle hero. And that means that Openar will be able to start taking control.
Before that Lord crashes into an inhibitor, they might be able to end this game pre-15 minutes.
Especially if they're able to find some
9K gold
They
lead.
have tools that can easily dive into the back line. TNZ on the Ling, the
Lord
Avatar
pushing
Guardian,
in.
like you mentioned. Positioning going to
All
be
they have
key
left
here,
is
but at least they
inhibitors.
still have all 3 inhibitors. Let's see if they can hold it. As bottom lane now going to be the
No.
target. Sambo taking so much
Mid
already. Tempest
falls
plays
for
this
sure.
quite
Top's
early on,
going
and the
down.
wave has been cleared out round bottom, but the Lord has already taken out the mid
Wow, they
tower,
should've just stayed
and
bottom
Alien
to
by
take that
himself
turret,
takes
too.
out top inhib as well. Very calculated gameplay from Wolfidnar.
Oh, so precise, so good. 2 inhibitors for free. You show you make a commitment down on the bottom side. You have Alien push on that top side, and you know the Lord is going to be crashing down through mid, and Geek clearly not strong enough to handle it.
Damn,
Here
he's
comes.
going in. Oh,
Glorious
what
pathways,
a...
throwing them away with a kick onto the Cecilia, the target you wanted. Bridget Glacier takes out the front line, and GK Esports is just dismantled in an instant. They're able to clear out the minion waves, so Openar has to wait
Ooh,
a little
Alien
bit
was
longer.
certain
In
death
fact, the
there.
waves are not pushed up, so GK will survive for now. But that is some serious damage.
Oh man, Alien, he's got a bit of help, but he understands like the game could end. If I recall now, it's going to be a 4v3. I mean, I can almost guarantee this. Just one more.
Well, and there's the one more coming. Another 5 seconds before the other 2 members come out. But Openar is just pushing straight in. Shen just barely survives.
cleaning
Minion
house.
wave is
Look
still
at
alive
this.
though. He
Boom,
not
boom,
able to
done.
get on top of it. And because of that, Openar with a very, very convincing victory in game number 1.
Truly
Very
elite
convincing.
warriors, berserkers in their own.
Alright, let's see who they picked.
Maybe they can like cheese out
Oh,
again
guess
early
not.
on, maybe between levels 1 and 2, leave that mid lane open for Cecilion and Smile to actually get to where he needs to be, but that's only just a theory.
Well, the land of dawn opens up wide once again, ladies and gentlemen, because we are going into game number 2 here. It's going to be GK Esports up against Openar, the latter currently in control.
To give it over to Zeno so that he can catch up in EXP. Look at this beautiful stuff. As soon as they saw him
Damn.
walk out of that bush, it's over.
Yeah, but even the
dead.
pre-purify
Him
from
too.
Sunshine as well, that was not reactive. He already knew the Bellarigal was coming out and just popped it to make sure that he wouldn't be stopped from DPSing for even a millisecond.
It's great. It's great. It's very clean, but that's only one singular turn 6 minutes into the game. A 4.4k lead. Now it's going to eventually turn into an 8k lead as it builds up to this next objective. So GK, don't contest it. Look to play the rest of the map. Look to try and find as much gold as you can, because this mid-tier 1, as much as you want to keep it alive, that's solely based on whether
Man, they just
next
pick
month.
on Shin,
Everything
bro.
goes.
They are
Even if
all
they wanna
over
play the
him.
map, the diversion is just always going to be a threat. Look at Haley and look at how much damage he's doing.
Alien
Look at
goes
this, he gets
in,
done on 2 members,
tanking
and the
that
way the red flag
damage.
there,
Apex
Rolling
goes
comes out,
down.
Apex
Shin
only
goes
has 7.
down.
Gonna be the first one taken out by the Ogi Shadow kill.
TNZ taking
But
down
now still gonna be
Samo.
left
Oh,
exposed,
Sunshine got
and
it, okay.
Sunshine with the killing spree very easily.
Stealing TNZ's
diving
kill, but
between
whatever,
the
sure.
towers
Fuck
in
the
mid lane.
jungle, right?
Yeah, Alien, just having the time of his life. This
That's
blue
twice
really
now I've
nasty
seen
picture.
Jungle's kill
That
get
topside
taken.
position is
That's
this
so
right,
funny.
wait on his own, hopefully doesn't
I
want
can't
to
say
break
much. There's
his
times I
own
do.
barriers.
Shit, there's times I still take the buffs from the jungle when I'm helping him out. If I'm not paying attention and I'll last hit it, I'm like, bah.
This is why heroes like Loyi have to be respected. There's a reason Chit was banned. so
That's usually when
often
I'm
for such a
roam,
long
though,
time.
so-
The way it forces you to think about the map every single waking second. GK Esports just don't have enough resources to keep themselves.
So you start the
like,
turtle?
active.
Looks like he's gonna, alright.
Even looking at the goal, it's pretty rough.
Chow down there.
Shen hasn't even completed
The
a
bush, giving him some vision. Aya Hylos and Cecilion going down there. Nope.
Items, and I think he's also going for the
Going back to
TNZ
mid.
showing how it's done on the Suyo here. Another tower easily taken. given over the sunshine as well, just even further.
Damn.
Avalanche, the gold lead coming in from this Harif, already 2k ahead compared to Carby.
Apex
Doesn't
fucking
even have his
beating.
second item yet on the Bruno.
Report.
Man, can't really do much until. I mean, the Berserker's Fury is just way too important. That's a main source of damage.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
Reaction doing so much damage for his pathway. Nothing can be done. Killing spree for
Goes down.
TNZ. Tier 2 tower gone. Opednar just walk out like nothing ever happened.
Man,
Yeah, they're saying,
not had enough practice against this.
They see each other under the enemy's turret and they're like, saw dude. Saw bro. You come here often? Cha. Slay it all the time here, bro.
We out of control way too quickly.
It's just being done at a much more efficient rate than I guess they're prepared for. Opednar
Ooh, okay.
demonstrating a master class here from their
Trying to poke
experience
back,
of
but they couldn't
3
get anything
different
going there.
appearances in the M series. Currently kill score
Just trying to,
8-1,
you know,
8K
even a
gold
slap,
at
that's
9
what they're
minutes
looking for.
in.
Even a
JKs
slap.
don't really have anything. Split, even
Alright,
used
little pokey
preemptively
pokey.
to
Oh
zone them
shit.
away. A good start
Alright,
from
they back
TNZ.
up in time.
GK literally do not exist on the map.
Yeah, Opednar is literally just walking up, popping up their chest and being like, what are you gonna do about it, bro? You want that tower? Nah, you're gonna have to fight for it. How many people are you willing to sacrifice for this tower?
It just feels like such a terrible situation for them. They want to do something, but...
Oh, Apex, what are you doing?
Hey, Apex, you better watch yourself. You can't get hit by skills like those.
Yeah,
You gotta
that's
stay
what
as
I'm
the bully.
saying, man.
Look at him.
See,
The fact
Miracle
that he's
knows.
trying to do these fancy schmancy movements, all because they know that they have the lead.
Yeah, he
and they
paints
have a
the-
very clear
wow.
checkmate
Paints
angle.
the
They're
lane.
9k ahead. They push them all the way back to inhibitor turrets. They get this floor, speed this game up, and then they're going. And
Alright,
I'm pretty
Free
sure
Lord.
they're going to force out another fight.
Free Lord, and then they get
in
the
a similar
push.
situation to game 1 as
So,
well, GK
weep.
Esports
We
is
did
not
have
that
these
much
guys
lead
sweeping
here.
GK,
So,
and
even
in the
in the
next
base,
game
they're
we
not
have
too strong
RRQ
unless
2-1ing the
Zeno in trouble.
Mongols.
Doesn't have
But
the squad shadows. I'm gonna force you. Oh my goodness.
after listening to Trex's points, I feel like the Mongols could maybe turn it around. We'll see. I do feel like at some point though they will be 1-1. It's just who wins that second game.
Their parcel right now,
Or
and
who
they
gets that
ordered
second
Zeno
win.
for dinner. They're really enjoying their meal too, because GK Esports cannot put up a fight at all. Lord pushing in mid lane. Smile has not built up nearly enough stack.
Here we
Two-man
go.
could no knockup, but Apex gets stunned. So
The one thing
he has
that's
to
good
figure out
about,
safety. Tower actually
like,
not being
getting
focused too
wiped
much.
like
Lord
this right
dropping
away
quite low. GK doing a good
is
job
that
clearing it out, and no minions left.
you get the
Openar cannot
nerfs
actually
out.
force this
Like,
down, so
now
they'll keep
you've
all
done
their
it
ninjas alive for now.
once, you
TNZ
got
is
it,
the late
you know,
road.
it's
Apollo
over
with
with.
only 1 minion to work with. They're not going to continue
Use that as a
Zeno comes
learning,
in. Ogi
you
shadow kill.
know,
Will it be enough? No, he
as
chops the minion wave.
a
So
learning
lucky.
point.
Really unlucky there. RNG not on his
And
side.
just try
Waiting
and
for the next delivery to actually happen. We
make
know
up
a
for what
fact
you
that
didn't
same
do
game
before.
delivery
That's
is
really all
fine.
you can do.
But it's a
But if you
1
hold
to
on
9
to
in
it,
terms of kill ratio, it is not
and you hang on to how you felt when you were nervous or anxious or whatever, like, you're never going to get past that mentally. And you're just going to keep yourself in that tilt.
So at 17 minutes is when we're expecting them to pop off.
Will Opednar allow the game to last another 6 minutes?
Ooh, Alien going in. Alright, they're like, we got this, bruh.
GK Esports, their front line just
No one
felt
hitting
it
the
is
turret. There
gone.
you go.
Mega kill for the Torn Queen herself. Bow before her majesty.
Take bottom
Let
as
Opednar
well.
break into the base. It is now
No
wide
more
open for them.
minions.
Only one
So
inhibitor
they'll have to
standing,
wait.
and GK Esports, their time in the land of Dawn is limited.
Yep, 12k now as it continues to bridge. Oh man, the item progression. You know, I was thinking maybe to look at the goal graph at the end of this game, but you know what? I take it back. I don't think we need to look at that anymore at this moment.
Oh shit, what's up, Stigma? My bad, guy.
Right? Just look at the difference.
I didn't have my
3K
chat
difference
up.
for the goal layers, a 1K,
Had the
1.2K
YouTube screen
difference
up.
amongst roamers of
Hope
all
work is
roles,
going good though, bro.
1.3K difference amongst mid laners, a 5K difference. Oh my goodness, a 5.6K difference amongst junglers, and 800 for Alien. He doesn't need that much gold, to be fair.
We're seeing a little bit of a social commentary about wealth disparity right now. Because Opednar are clearly in the top 1%.
Hey, we as the middle class.
We got the first game or the first series right, but we didn't get the second series right. And Celio ended up beating Legion, so
Both of them would
we
be in the
missed
middle
that one.
class,
But we got
alright?
this one right.
Social
We got
commentary
this
at
one
its
right.
finest, but
man, I don't see them getting out of it. Smile takes
So we'll have to
too
see
long,
if RRQ
and
can
too
actually
long
beat the
to scale into this.
Mongols, or
Harvey
if the
finds
Mongols
actually
take it.
has his prolific gun with some nature, which
Should be good, though.
could be a situational item that Harris could get just for funsies.
Pretty sure these guys
Yeah, he doesn't even need it, right? Because GK doesn't
will
actually do enough
end it
damage
after
to credit him. But
this.
why not, right? Let's get a winter crown too, so that you can add a little bit of insult to injury.
Both, why not?
Even though you can only use one.
Yeah.
It's just to send a statement that I could. I could have it. But then it would
All
be
right,
cooler
well.
that just before he dies, he sells both and gets immortality anyways.
Like, why not buy a second yacht?
Yeah, true.
Let's see,
Oh,
where
man.
is
the checkmate angle already
the
achieved
next
here.
one?
Now, eventually the Lord is going to spawn in the 44th second, and they want that last inhibitor.
Our last inhibitor is just gonna stand there and take it because there's nothing GK can do to stop this from happening. And this is all before the Lord has even collided in. Xeno trying to do his best to keep the lanes pushed out so they don't have to deal with a full map sync. Concealed play, flicker, Jikun, the way of the dragon onto Carby of all things. But Sideward Claws actually
Ooh,
locked them
Carby
down
got out.
underneath the
Nice.
base.
Alien
And that
goes
means that
down.
Apex and Alien are taken out. A bit of an overextension here from Open and are punished.
But they lose
Ruza is
Samo.
still unstoppable. First one is the horse, second is the assassin, as GK fall one by one to the yin-yang reactions, and now with the minion wave,
Yes,
don't
they
need
did.
the
Haven't
more, they
seen
just
any of
rush on
Vincilia's
in, mega
gameplay.
kill for TNC to close things
Well,
out, and
that
a
right
clean
there is a
sweep
little bit
for
of
the
it.
fan
There,
favorites as full
or
Vanguard
not?
take
Never mind.
down
That was the wrong name. My
GK's
bad.
That's a 2-0
yeah, if you go back to the
victory
last
here.
series,
Quick domination,
that's where they
making sure
were.
that they are showing themselves as the plasma
It wasn't
bomb.
bad.
They
Like
better get on
the
their
first,
level. If not, it's just
the
going to be
first
scenario
match, I think
after
they,
scenario
I don't know if it was
where
nerf or
Wolfendark
what,
has
but
set
they
on
were,
from the
they
beginning
lost
all
that
the way up to
one.
the end.
And then the
We
second
were talking
one,
about adjustments.
it was kind of going the same way, but they ended up coming back. And then
But it just seems like it ended up being
third
worse
match,
when
they
this
just-
Loyi
they were like,
made
nah,
her
this is
appearance.
ours.
The divergence. Perfect.
So it was pretty cool because you got to watch him kind of grow, but it just sucks that I lost.
I mean,
My
that's the
guess
thing.
coin.
When you are playing up against these global alt-type heroes who are able to bring along.
Oh, I want to show Lighthouse
tempo, you must maintain
Arashi
tempo, you
because
must
he's like
maintain
one of my
priority.
favorite
You can
casters,
even do
just
fake
because
outs
the
as
dude's
well.
always
You can look to
smiling.
pressure one side of the map to force that ult to eventually come to that side and then just back away. You have to be able to maintain that type of control when dealing
And then
with
of course
these
we got, I
opponents.
think I said Mirko
Gotta
earlier,
give
but that's
props.
Gideon.
Openar knew what they were doing this game. Their experience was on full display. They knew where their targets were. Every single waking moment, without even needing to
See,
them.
he always
And
looks
when you're playing
just
something
happy.
like that,
Like,
how do you respond?
I envy that.
Number one, ban out show. Number two, I think that Matilda ban on blue side, as good as she is, just doesn't feel like the playstyle that Wolfendark wanted to do. Because both times we've
We'll
seen
go
Apex
to
47,
the
big
last
setters,
series
heavy setters, this
here.
previous M
Bro, these
hitters,
graphics
all
too.
the
Like, have you
majority
seen any of
setters,
this?
And very few times do we see him actually wanting to lean into
Let me see
the
if I can
support
land
type
on it.
roles, the enchanter types, as we like to call them.
But I suspect the
Maybe here. I'm guessing because I couldn't see it. Nope. Damn, that's probably gonna be a copyright. Here we go. Here we go. Look at this, dude. Look at this. Oh shit! That's lava, bro. They got lava. Yeah, this is pretty sick. I like these little graphic thingies here. They definitely stepped up. They definitely stepped up. I think they're finally realizing that they need to compete with other games. Although Mobile Legends did get Best Esports Game of the Year, I believe. Because Asmongold was like, what the fuck? Because of course, you know, he don't play it, but like, look at that. Oh. Thumbnail.
Living up to its name, the opening day of the M6 World Championships has been a wild
Yeah, it hasn't been
ride
bad.
here,
These matches
and
have
the
been
wild
pretty
cards
good.
in
I'm pretty happy with them
Malaysia.
so far.
With 3 matches already concluded, we still got
I mean, the
one
last
more
series, I
to
think
close
everybody
out
kind of
the day
knew what was
and
gonna
set up
happen,
the
so
stage for what these teams are
let's
gonna
see
look
who
like
these
in
guys
terms of
pick.
and just play on their own sides of the map at any point
Then we'll jump
necessary.
into the
It's
game.
going to be a tough draft to pull off, but if they're able to do so,
But-
it's hard for the Mongols to keep up.
Yeah, well, we'll see.
All right, Juan, okay.
Very, very straight.
Not a
My
Beatrix.
problem
That is.
that can it scale
All right,
in
something new.
comparison to
Juan and
RRQ?
Claude.
Because as formless
Sounds
as
good.
they are, they've got a lot of they have a lot of pack-a-punch.
A lot of, well,
That
for
is
the
true,
first
that is
couple
true,
series,
but only one team
a lot of
was able to reign
Hylos,
supreme
Alpha,
after taking into control all of the factors
Beatrix,
here. Let's see whether it is RQ Akira or the Mongols who will claim victory
Matilda.
in game number 1 of our final match here in the M6 Wildcard
Bless you.
Day 1.
Alright, let's see how this is going to be played out. RRQ Akira on the red side.
Dude,
Mongols
what?
On the blue side. They're going to be starting on the same side of
That
the
dude's
map.
name is
Orange
Bankai.
line
Did I
towards
just see that
Century
right?
King. Going to be on his purple. They want to end up towards the gold lane here, which is going to be interesting because now it just means that EXP finally going to be left on an island.
Where's he
Compared
at?
to the
Yep.
previous game where you
Barats.
saw a clear
Barats.
exponent that would be able to find himself
Bankai.
quickly. In this game, we have
His
double
Bankai is
sandbag
dead now.
and both teams focusing on the gold lane a little bit more instead.
Guys, don't forget the M6
That's
pass
awesome.
is available as of right now. Complete all
Dude,
the
they
activities.
could do a
Honestly,
Bleach
Bleach
crossover on
75
this
or
so
free,
easy.
getting some pretty incredible rewards.
Including Claude's Battle Emote, M6 Glory Avatar Border, and new special skin Baxia Dauntless Shield for free. I'm sure you guys already know, so we're not gonna punch it in a little bit too much. For now, not too much happening here before the first turtle spawns.
As it should be, you know, it needs to be formless, it needs to be cool, calm, and collected here. But in terms of raw rotations, both teams, you know, keeping up with each other, both junglers really being the pivotal point on the direction of which
A lot of tenacity
Both
there
these
for the
jugglers are very
marksmen
active.
too, it
Even
seems.
back when Suyo was a must-pick or ban, Alpha was commonly picked up as a way to counteract him because this is just a hero that is instantly able to start fighting quite
Claude on the
with
common
that
emblem.
true damage. So at this point, it's a pretty
Got that
classic
health
matchup here in
regen.
the jungle, and it all depends
Plus
on
the
who's able to get that
adaptive
snowball started.
attack.
And now, one more thing that we need to point out is the recent changes towards Claude specifically. His art of thievery, based on
Ooh, what a jump,
Then,
bud.
He got stunned by the blade
Take
surge,
away.
but it is a high-low. Doesn't even use his revitalize yet, but he doesn't have level 4. Neither does Mikey. A beautiful flicker to Tona's welcome, but a beautiful flicker raging
Ooh,
sandstorm.
Hylos
by
goes
Tekashi
down, so
into
does
the
Alpha,
backside.
and that's gonna be a
Bankai's
free turtle
initiation
for
completely
RQ.
negated as RQ Akira take over the turtle pit and continue chasing. Frigid Glacier comes out. Man freeze.
Oh, shit!
Gonna be one final hit from Louise.
Oh,
Trades his own life
man.
in return for it.
Oh my goodness.
Tekashi has like half a bar of health there. What the
He's
hell?
gonna get one more auto, if not at least the orange buff to swing that, to swing and hit it. But even so, it's
That's
a
crazy.
3-for-1 trade. And RRQ Akira, that was an extremely clean fight.
Yeah, really well played by Tekashi especially. Bankai did a really nice initiation, but the rest of the team grouped up to try and follow up on the Daytona's welcome, and that just set up beautifully for the Khalid to come
I
in
should
with
tell
his
Trex that I want him to hit the when he's up on the desk. I want him to hit everybody with the saw, dude. Show. I'll buy him some memberships if he does it.
Look for maybe a couple of gank opportunities, or go for the traditional. Send Khalid to the other side. Suyo goes down to the bottom and maybe look for a dive.
And based on what we know on paper about these
What's
teams,
going on in the
Mongols are
middle?
lower in terms of where they approach things, but we'll try to find
Nothing,
advantages
alright.
where they can. While RQ is a bit more
That's a
on the
little bit
flashy side, so we would expect them to be the ones starting to
climactic.
make things happen, especially when they have all their cooldowns ready.
See how it's going to go. Because again, these neutral no man land creeps going to be contested here. And I mean, the information is always going to be key. At the same time, Tekashi as well as
Alright,
Bankai aren't really getting much done at this point, other than when they are in these team fights.
Yeah, the EXP lane becoming the island it always was known for. Diversion though, gonna visit that island. Daytona's welcome, use the dash away. Really nice reaction from Bankai.
Good
I'll be in there
stuff.
soon.
That's what you want to see. And both, actually, wait, let me just double check something real quick. I want to see the
What time you need up?
laners. Yeah, they're going at the exact same rate. Both of them completing the Thunderbolt
1:30?
at the same time and
Alright.
opting to actually go
for the Warrior boots. Interesting choice.
Yeah, both of them are pretty tanky, so they don't really have to worry about CC. In fact, if they can force it on
Not unless
damage,
you had it in the
happy to
laundry.
take it. RQ though,
Oh,
will be
okay.
the first one to rotate over it and start pulling the turtle to their side. Zetsu a little bit behind, but the rest of the Mongols are already here stepping up. A shot. Kakashi looking for the off
Alright, we got
flank.
turtle
He
here.
can't
Oh,
react to
nice
the play, but
kick.
Revitalize, use Raging
I don't know
Sand,
why
blocked
you
away
used
by
it on the
Mikey.
horse, but
Zetsu
sure,
steals
why
away the
not?
turtle as the Mongols take out Tekashi, who is way too far from the rest of his team.
Yeah, that's really. That is actually.
Guess it
so
wasn't a nice
unfortunate.
kick.
One revitalized.
He
making the
ended up
difference.
losing his own teammate.
Keep him alive, but again, a lot of battle spells being used. Remix
We're gonna
K,
jump
the very
ahead a little
easiest
bit.
damage, a lot of it just came through the inspired.
It up very fast. Shenlin taking a lot of damage, but Roran's Capway comes out with the revitalize, and he just it's just like nothing ever happened. Clean from the Mongols.
Yeah, so funny. Bankai just standing inside the lore pit to try and deny space and an angle for King to go in, or even try to get out if he gets swallowed up by the Daytona's welcome. Regardless, the Mongols will be able to secure it, and
I got the
if they
YouTube
continue to
screen
keep
up,
that lead.
so-
Actually, no, still stolen away by RQ Akira, despite all of it happening.
Yeah, all things considered, RQ Akira not actually that far behind. 3K at 10 minutes is a very
Bring up the
surmountable
stream
obstacle,
so I
especially
can-
since in that previous fight, they were allowing Gusta Lagusta to just farm up the top lane. This Claude has been unaffected the
chat,
entire
you
game,
know.
is going to become their
Just
lane
chill.
game win
We're just
condition.
chilling.
So the
We don't
Mongols
have,
still
you
have
know,
to
we're not
respect
we're
that
not a
somewhat.
fancy stream.
You're gonna be losing a decent
Not a
amount of
fancy
economy
popular
because
stream.
of these Lord and
But it's
Power
okay.
units.
We hang out,
Like to
we
see
have
a
fun.
replay of that most
We like to
situation
play the
again.
game.
I didn't think you had the
Although we get
range to
pissed a lot
in,
at it.
so either it came
Pretty
out
good.
a little too late or
Flicker Jikundo kicks the Aurora,
Oh,
but the Glorious
got
Ability
him.
just splits off the rest of RQ Akira, so
Another
killing
bad
for
kick.
Zetsu. Passive popped on the mid
What a
laner.
pop
The
up.
Jonas welcome Flicker once again, not
Bam.
able to get the stun off the King, but
There you
no
go,
worries.
King
The
goes
rest of the team
down.
is there to help them with that.
Oh,
That's two
shit.
members of RQ Akira down.
Get back
this is
away.
really
That's
frustrating.
smart.
I can understand why IHC, or otherwise known as Lil Gun, lost to the Mongols, because the Mongols, they don't really give you anything, right? Until they turn it around, and then it's too late.
Yeah, the Mongols
Don't
are
know what
winning.
conditions are
Damn.
there that they're looking for, and more so,
RQ Akira is actually unique play every part of the map at once. Yes, that can between them is not that different.
it may not really been moving too far. So item power spike. I want to see how exactly are they going to capitalize on it? Because we do see that at least from Renix, he does get the winsome nature. He's not going for the Trinity build. Opts to go for a early Malefic Roar, which I respect a lot. Trinity build completed by this Claude.
I mean,
Extended to a Malefic Gun.
yeah.
Malefic Gun gonna be very useful on Claude as well, especially against comp like this that can quite
I would've
easily
went
run
Malefic
you
Gun
down
on-
at
on
extra
Mon
range
to
to
be
make
honest.
the difference. Diversion play with a full 5-man, they found Renix.
And
Hey,
she's
shot
dead.
him instantly. He cannot escape that one.
Yeah, players, they gotta learn, You don't check the bushes on your way around, you're gonna get punished for it.
Oh, yeah.
Really unfortunate there. But now that the Lord has spawned,
Punished
and
hard.
since that Renix K is already down, I think that RRQ Akira should look to take position.
Absolutely, this is the best timing, especially with Gusta Lagusta pushing up that top lane as well. Shenlin being forced to stay behind to deal with it. Blitzing the Lord down right now is an option, but they'll go ahead and zone out Bankai just to be extra safe. But is that going to be the right idea? These few seconds could give them away the dragon. Louis just
They
keeping
go in?
Zetsu in place. He cannot come and steal the
Ooh, but
Lord.
they
So he
miss.
will go over the
Okay.
King. Mikey gonna get shut down by Gusta Lagusta as he goes in, does the damage.
At least they
necessary.
tried,
Barely
right?
escaped himself, and another flicker out from Louise to get out cleanly.
Really difficult spot RRQ Akira put them in. They weren't entirely sure how exactly they were going to get in towards that pit side. but
Yeah,
at
I
the
don't
same
know
time,
how,
it almost felt like they were
how-
just trying not to give an angle to.
I don't know how to say this.
Same
I don't
time,
know
yeah,
how
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
Oh,
our
where
team,
did
at
these
least
help
where
go?
these guys
Gusta
are,
Lagusta
where,
has hit his power
you know,
spike
they're not
definitely
top
at this
top
point, and
tier,
the
but like
Mongols,
they're
although
up
they've been
there.
playing
You
with
know
a
what I
tanky
mean?
lineup so far in this
Like, it's
meta,
just little shit that
especially
we
a vet
don't
marksman can
do that
melt
we should be
front
doing.
liners so
And
fast.
like little
These
things that
next
we
couple
don't know
minutes
that
going
we
to be
should
crucial.
know, or at least that's how I feel.
We're gonna have to wait here. trying to
Because
see
like you
how
see it
they
and it's
use.
obvious,
Mongols
and
are
you're like,
responding
fuck, why didn't I, like why didn't I think of that? You know what I mean?
Finally, the lead
All right, we got Lord
back
coming
to
in on the
RRQ
top lane
as
here.
expected. It's not like the Mongols had a deficit.
Do they split push? No, they're going for a fight
Diversion
right here.
Purely as a diversion, just let the Lord crash into the top in him, glorious pathway.
Maybe
to
not.
out the rest of RQ as the Mongols deals with the Lord. They're not gonna lose their top in him, but they will lose their mid tier too. They are still
Alright.
split up right now. Luckily for them,
Little
Luis,
poke.
no flicker,
Little
so he's not able to
poke.
make a play.
Okay, so no structures left other than inhibitors for the side of the Mongols. They are only 1.3k behind. Honestly, that's not that bad. RQ Akira, it feels like at this point, the way that they're playing their draft is really, really good, especially if they have access to the backline. So they just need to allow themselves to find these flanks. And without any turrets around, it just makes it easier for them to find it.
Yeah, now this is a bit of a problem for the Mongols after we grouped up as 5, especially with the threat of diversion looming over their heads. But that just gives even more
Baited.
time to
Oh,
Gusta Lagusta, and
not
Bankai missed
baited.
Katona's welcome. Diversion play comes in on the opposite flank. They're gonna get the knockup on Bankai. A beautiful raging sandstorm with the 4 members, but Takashi is way too far in front.
Oh.
With the crowd only delays the mega kill to Zetsu.
Yeah, saying it, he needed to quickly run up forward. Doesn't have much movement speed. He isn't able to close the distance in time despite
Womp
Takashi having
womp.
an incredible engage onto the majority of the members of the
Bitcoin
Mongols.
drops back down to
It's actually
96,000. That
way too fast.
motherfucker's
We
gonna
have
hit
seen
100,000
this before.
soon.
There are players who out-tempo their own teammates at times, and that can cause disconnects. That was not something that needed to happen, especially with a 4-man raging sandstorm. But RQ Akira are still in control for now. Luis looking for an XK. Shenlin is here to stop him, but this is a big collapse. And now Bankai comes in, waves the dragon, gonna purify by Ren XK as he pops the window. Nature jumps in, not able to get the crossbow tang as the BMI is used by Claude to get away, but not able to escape from Mikey. And now RQ Akira are caught out with their pants down. Bankai gonna be traded away. Sagan almost trades. Ren XK actually does do so at the end
Man,
before
look at
losing his
how
own
back
life.
and forth
2 for
this
2
shit
trade.
is.
Nicely done by Sagan, making sure that he's putting his back against the wall so that Riddick can't get that very last weakness point to go into the crossbow.
They're hanging on. Like, gold is right there. Like 1k gold lead for RQ. Not much.
Has been taken up from the side of RRQ Akira as well as the Mongols.
But yeah, RRQ
They
has
probably
twice
are
as many
smoking
towers,
position with
twice
no
as many turtles, and
Yeah,
twice
this is
as
a
many
fairly even
lords.
game state right now. The network lead in RQ Akira not actually that big, but they do still have all their tier 2 standing, so it's gonna take longer for the Mongols to rush in, but they'll go ahead and
Down
find
goes
Takashi anyway.
Takashi.
Unstoppable.
Luis
With
goes back
Kicks
in.
Mikey right
Does he
into the hands of
die?
King, who loses his passive. Luis
No.
still has immortality.
Oh,
up,
he's
diversion,
going back
focus
in again.
Lagusta in. King gonna trade Mikey away, killing spree for the Suyo as RQ Akira comes out on top.
They continue to start pressing their advantage forward here. They need to get this forward as soon as possible. They even popping Revitalize to stick on top of it.
Oh, Lord dropping very
Does
low.
Mongols take it?
Full team knockup into the yin yang reaction. Zetsu still able to take the Lord, but that did not need to happen. They
Zetsu
almost
gets
lost
there,
everything.
so
Oh my
you
goodness, that
tries
was
to take
super
mid
upsetting.
turret.
King was threatening
Not gonna
it.
get it.
He's gonna
1-1's
give it
gonna
Oh,
brick
and now
him up.
Ren Cage is gonna chase him down. King able to heal up
Oh,
quite
yeah.
a lot there, but that's a shutdown on the Suyo.
Very, very decent shutdown as well. Actually, no. He probably didn't have much bounty.
I hate the cold.
on him. He's already died 4 times in this
Skin
game.
gets dry,
But
lips get
accumulated from
dry.
that. At this point, we're already reached the late game.
Sucks.
TP just kind of open up the map, commits to it as well.
Gusta Lagusta gonna be
Oh,
sent to the
there's
bottom lane.
BMI.
And just BMI's back. That's the Claude Loyi combo for you.
You know what's really upsetting? Whenever somebody uses conceal, or you're putting like BMI.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
Without giving the ID.
Yeah, we should try that. Claude and Lu Yi.
Yeah,
That'd
that
be
is
good.
one of the tricks, right? Something that you don't really think about unless you play a lot of the hero, but here comes the Mongols. They want to get the tower with this Lord. Will be able to clear the top tier 2. Yin Yang Reaction doing a good job of chunking them out and preventing them from pushing with another wave, but they're evening up the towers for now. All
Alright,
external
here we
towers
go.
on the map are gone.
Back to phase 1, square 1. 18 minutes of this economy is going to be used for some decent damage.
Damage different. And for the Mongols, that we've reached this thing, managing their positions.
Mistake. They're going to be clearing up the top
Man,
side of the map.
that's-
Mongols parallel to the
They're just
opposite
chilling.
side.
These teams are unfortunate, but are keep taking over.
That's round. Anything's gotta be worked in there.
Oh, hold on. They've walked into the brush. A Jikado knockup. They found one. That's going to be none other than Riddick K, but he's able to walk away into Doran's Gold Meteor Shield. And now RQ RQ and Akira are getting dismembered, but they're able to trade for Gusta Lagusta. We still have to remember, they do a lot of damage
Louise
on
is
this
dead.
one. They found Chen Lin. This is a 4v5. The rest of RQ able to get away.
Okay.
Phoenix, careful, loses immortality to the yin yang reaction and walks way too far. Sagan punishes him. Takashi gonna be taken out as well. Monster kill for Zetsu, as now King wants to chase them down and finish them off. Gusta still pushing the bot lane by himself, so the Mongols have to get away. Diversion
Yeah,
play
what
from
are they gonna
Sagan.
do?
Tries to keep Zetsu in place, but he misses out on it.
Oh,
With
this
their
is
Peril
it,
keeps
right
him
here,
alive,
this is
as the rest of RQ
GG.
are playing as formless as they need to be. Mikey, the only survivor, easily dispatched, and that means that this is going to be a full team wipe on the Mongols for RRQ, Akira, an easy and empty
Alright, we got
path
that one.
straight into the base. Game 1 going over to RRQ,
So I'm assuming it's 2-0
Akira.
since it's...
Oh, good stuff. Great. Honestly, the game just boiled down to how you space against your.
What did we have it as? 2-1? Dang,
Full
son.
alone gets right through it to get you a kicking.
Yeah, it's good at kind of mess patient here, but does still work out because he's able to pull King in. They take a good amount of damage from Mikey. Zetsu holding on to the snipe, but RQ Akira also expecting it will be able to take that Litho away.
Alright, and now they're gonna head straight down to the bottom side of the map. As expected, no invade's gonna be happening this early on. And they can, just take their
Louise
time.
on the Matilda.
Everybody seems to be going. Kai actually goes for the tough boots pretty early on.
Maybe this will work out better for him. We'll see.
Bankai already the first one.
We shall see.
From the lane there, good wave manages. Make sure that he's able to go into the river before Takashi. But Takashi
Ooh,
now
going in.
for the knockdown.
There he goes.
Plays it on Zetsu. Bankai gonna be left out
Oh,
in the
he's in
lurch.
trouble. Gonna back
Purify in
up. Going to
advance.
the
Get away.
turret.
Zetsu jumps back
Oh,
in, gets frozen.
flicker.
Has to escape himself. Shenlin and Mikey a
No,
little bit
no,
late
that
to
was
the
not a
party.
flicker.
Able
That
to
was
do
the,
some good poke,
dash.
but no
That's what I meant.
casualties so far.
Yeah, good spacing from both of these teams, making sure that they don't fall and give that first blood away this early on. They gotta keep up with this dance. I think that RRQ Akira, as soon as they hit level 4,
Man, this analyzing
momentum
stuff
starts to generate. Like Takashi, once we see
confusing.
level 4, we're expecting a
Like
guarantee.
trying to pay attention to what
Absolutely.
every hero is
And
doing
because
all
of
at
that,
the same
it's gonna
time.
be again important for Bankai to make sure that he doesn't get that too easily, though. It does
I
look
don't know
like
how
the
to
show
do
is
it.
outmaneuvering him in lane right now. So the timing for RQ Akira should be pretty good.
I also don't spend hours watching this stuff either or playing, so that doesn't help my case either.
I mean, it's very expected.
But-
It's Bruno versus Melissa. He is absolutely
trying.
gonna bully her in lane. RQ Akira gonna give up a little bit on their positioning in the turtle, but they are once
Mhm.
again playing on a slightly more formless draft anyway. So the Mongols having control as expected. A flicker kick on the
Fulvia
Aurora,
saving the
right into Gore's
little
pathway.
pound. There it
And Sagan
goes.
Gets the first blood, but Zetsu steals
Aurora
the turtle
is
away.
marked.
And now RQ Akira will
Now
just have
she's
to back
not.
off without their
Takashi
objective.
is marked.
And that's a little sad for King here. Zetsu was able to close the distance pretty fast, get a soul sever, the extra bit of damage. Yes, it's been capped from 1,000 down to 500, but it doesn't mean that that isn't a lot of extra bonus damage. Now, I do expect RRQ Akira to keep up this momentum. I like the fact that they were looking specifically for Mikey here, but they can do even more.
Yeah, they can continue these fights. Once we're able to get a bit more damage in, and if Gusta is able to get comfortable enough in his goal lane to actually join fights himself, RQ Akira has a lot of burst damage to work with. As long as they keep track of where Zetsu is in the fight, they will usually hold the advantage.
Now, 70 seconds until the next turtle actually pops up here. Very, very fast from both players. We are seeing early rotations coming from Takashi, which is rather interesting. I would have expected him to, kind of clear up the next wave, maybe even proxy in the following wave. But it looks like they've got a good timing in terms of where the rotational path looks like. I'm not sure where they found the information from, but at the very least, they know that Suyo is hovering around here.
It's surprising that he wouldn't go for that invade, though it may have actually been the bad idea if he did go for it, because a lot of the Mongols were gathered around that point. I think RQ Akira at this point do recognize that their opponents will have a tendency to rotate very closely together. So if you see one player, you will likely know that there's 2 or 3 of them around. And
That's a
good
big chunk of
information
health
to work
gone.
with.
This is where it's going to get a little tough for Takashi, right? Every
And Matilda was like,
single
ow.
hit the way of the dragon onto Bankai.
You're
When
hurting
Bankai is
me.
marking him, he's going to get free damage in. 12 seconds until the next turtle actually spawns, at the very least, I would have imagined that, yeah, focus down on that mid lane, get everybody rotating, and this might just be a gank on that bottom side.
Yeah, the Mongols gonna engage onto Takashi here, instantly dropping him to 30%. He's not gonna be able to very safely engage, but will stick around. King gets stunned, gets knocked up. King going to miss, actually. Glorious Pathway gonna be slowing down RQ Akira, and Bankai continuing to zone them out. Turtle, unfortunately, has been reset. But
How did Takashi get away from that?
Interested in contesting it anymore.
Yeah, Takashi is missing away the dragon. They are also missing Singen's ult as well. No flicker coming in from Takashi, so we can't really set up this play for the rest of the team. And I don't think they expect Luis to give up his life just for a turtle. So they're going to back up here. They're going to have a lot of pressure actually on that top side to get some free resets and then set it back to even tempo.
RQ Akira are quite okay with this. I think their scaling is pretty good, just purely from having this Bruno around. While the Mongols are going to slowly fall off once you get later in. Wave the Dragon, though, going to find Zetsu right into the Alpha charge. And that is going to be a free kill for King.
Nicely done to find this initial catch. And now that they have this 2-2 going on with the mid lane, honestly, they've kind of given up on fighting for this pressure, especially up against the high loss, right? Any damage that they commit onto it from Matilda is basically wasted, right? That's why they're calling Takashi in time and time again to actually force control on this side of the map.
Yeah, ideally they're able to mess with the positioning of their opponents a little bit more here. They will scout out Shenlin, pass that information over to Gusta.
Ooh, I got a microphone coming in too, guys.
Right now, RQ Akira is going to be aiming to gain a little bit more map control, and if they can, unlock Gusta from the lane so that he's available to maybe start pushing structures elsewhere.
They want to keep on getting this poke damage in, but the motions don't seem right yet. I don't think the Mongols have hit a comfortable portion of the game just yet. Like, as much as I want Zetsu to jump into the middle of these fights, both Bankai and as well as Renix K haven't got their...
These guys are playing like a...
There's enough stacks for Bankai to actually jump into these fights for free. At the same time,
well
the build is
planned out
for Renix K.
It is worrying as well, because we can see RQ Akira being the much more
they're
proactive
just playing
team. They're
like...
not really oh, never mind, the way of the dragon. Beautiful flicker kick here. But the Glorious Pathway comes out once again from Shenlin to keep it safe. Zone out. Nice Jikudo knockup. Finishes off the Phobius. And now the rest of RQ Akira are jumping in. Spear of Alpha unfortunately misses. And Gusta not able to get that last hit onto Shenlin. But with the turtle coming
like they're
out,
playing very conservative and waiting.
And that's so unlucky.
Instead of just constantly battling.
He didn't get lucky on a crit either, so he just gets to walk away for free. But
like
they
they're
do
just
get
farming. If they see somebody, like look at Zetsu.
If they give a kill on
okay.
That was an attempt there, but Wave Dragon used. Renix K pops the Purifier. Has to get out of here. Glorious Pathway makes sure RQ Akira cannot collapse on him. Shenlin, though, they're gonna flicker forward, gets the freeze. The rest of Mongols come in. Gusta gets the final hit. Hylos is down. Phobius jumps in. Wants to take out Sagan. He still has his passive, so he will be able to revive. And Bankai not able to continue.
Bankai in trouble.
Now jumps onto Renix K.
Melissa in trouble.
Bankai gonna be traded away. Takashi not letting him go. Even finishes him off. And it's gonna be a 3-for-0 trade in favor of RQ Akira.
I don't know about that one. That was a very odd sequence of events. I mean, I think that Renix K ate how many third hits of Jikudo? Like 3 rotations of Jikudos all within the same minute.
Kylo's getting clocked. Dude, I love running clock
Renix K didn't have
on
mages,
there,
even
like
if
Valir,
I feel like Takashi would have still been able to
Lilia.
It's questionable whether this was the gold laner to go
like
for.
it.
Or so, there was no way he was going to catch up anyway, so he should have just sat in his lane rather than leave the wave, barely get an assist.
I guess, yeah, I could probably use it on Vex too. I just don't use Vex that much.
Takashi, Wave the Dragon onto Hylos once again, right into the freeze, right into the Frigid Glacier. King going to miss his Spear of Alpha on Mikey, but the Circling Eagle comes in, 2-man knockup. Louis actually very deep in. He's gonna get picked off here by Zetsu. Takashi cannot save him, so an overextension by Akira.
Yep, that's good punish coming in from the Mongols' side, but the onslaught is not over yet. As much as Renix K is able to somewhat join these fights, he really needs
little
that farm.
poke from the Bruno there, alright.
Yeah, I'm very worried for the Mongols because they clearly want to fight when they're all together, but consistently pulling your core away from his farm means that they're always going to be behind in gold. And slowly but surely, RQ Akira has built up a 3K net.
At least Mongols got a kill.
That lead, though.
You know what I mean? At least they got a kill.
Different angle. They're going to completely give up this first lord of the game just to try and catch up in the economy.
I guess that's fine, right?
don't
At
want
least
crypto.
Phoenix K gets a bit
Stop
of space,
showing me
push waves,
numbers.
get some farm, get
I mean,
a
I
free
want
tower up
crypto,
top.
but
Only the
can't
first
buy it.
lord of the game,
Gotta
so
save my
Mongols
money.
should still be able to deal with it.
Yeah, it should be a pretty easy deal.
It's
here.
like, but it's this price
Can
now.
they get all
No,
the tier
I don't want it.
2s? Can they even,
But
like,
it's this
bring
price
over
now.
tier
No,
1?
I don't want it.
think so, especially with Rewatching able to
Alright, here we
map
go.
safely with the help of Muddles. Can RQ force it?
Oh, Shinlin getting caught out. They're gonna catch him
He's trying to get the Certainly Eagle
like, nah, I got
angle,
homie in the
but
cut.
It's just a little bit too far, but they're gonna be able to connect with the Lord down here. This tier 2 definitely goes
Alright.
down. Muddles used, not able to continue. RQ, do they want to continue pushing this? No, they're gonna shift to the mid tier 1.
Whoa, Melissa's out of the map there.
They've got Takashi in a position where he can look for a flank.
Circling Eagle comes out, not gonna commit here, not the right angle. Takashi as well, gonna be pulled out with the guided winds. This Matilda enabling very aggressive play from RQ.
Yeah,
because
Matilda
there's
is
always going
very
to be a
good,
get out of jail
seems
free
like.
card.
Unironically, I don't want to make it seem like it's a bad thing, but Mongols are really good at kiting backwards and disengaging from fights completely, right? Like, they find the most optimal angle whereby even if you do commit, it's not going to be a favorable position for you.
Yeah, but this meta is not gonna reward you too much for playing defensively for too long, right? We can see that slowly.
Ooh,
but
I don't
surely
know.
The grip is closing on
gonna
the
be
Mongolian
close,
team right
but-
now, and RQ Akira is gonna continue piling on the pressure. Now they are looking for Zetsu.
Probably
Does he
gonna
get
be
out
a
in time?
2-0,
I
right?
think- oh no! Why the dragon finds him right at
Damn,
the end,
son.
and RQ Akira is gonna collapse on the Mongols jungler and get a free kill.
He's so mad. He's so mad. He's thinking like, oh man, if I just started channeling my recall just a little bit sooner, I would have been able to get out of that. Oh, there was so much time for him. But now we see that RRQ Akira, this is a very big advantage. A 4v5, they're looking for inhibs.
Fear of Alpha initiates on Shenlin, immediately pulled out with the guiding winds. RQ Akira are scaring the Mongols off, doing poke damage, and disengaging all in one fell swoop.
I mean, they got what they needed, right? The economical advantage. Now they have item power spikes to work with, a
back.
and a lot of missing towers for the Mongols. All that's left right now is their inhibitor, and they just need a lord to guarantee one of them.
Alright, what did we
Personally,
pick for
the
this?
Mongols doesn't seem like a team that's very good
Yeah, we
at
had-
claiming map
no,
control
that's
when they
the right
don't have
one.
structures to work with. So
We had
all the other
RQ
teams would be
2-1
able
against the
to like
Mongols.
find an opening in a
Me and
situation
old
like this.
Stigma.
I don't really see it happening unless they just
So we'll see if we got it
make
right.
a surprise happen.
Well, I was thinking
Or if
that
we got it
the
wrong.
Mongols need to more proactively
The way it's looking, we probably got it
trade
wrong. I mean, they still get
So
2
far,
wins, but
they've just been,
it's a
hey,
sweep.
one person goes
instead of
down, we
2-1.
back away, we kind of give the objective up. And yes, as much as I like to believe that the Mongols have the capabilities to basically wipe RQ Akira and turn that 6.2k lead back down into
They
their
just
side,
ate
quite
that Lord,
possible.
bro. Holy
The
shit.
odds are not looking good as RQ Akira are approaching late game items.
They're
Their
like
third,
me
fourth,
after I
fifth
take my
items
meds.
even, as we break into the 4K mark.
In game number
Eating
1, the
everything.
Mongols do seem like the stronger team in terms of counter engage, as well as just peeling and kiting in general. However, in this game, because there's a Matilda to deal with, they're not really able to punish over aggressive extensions from RQ either, right? They just instantly get pulled out to safety, and that is causing a problem because a lot of resources are being used by the Mongols very early on in fights that don't actually happen.
That makes sense. That does make sense.
Oh, okay. Take the time.
It's the 1v1 on top. Zetsu being chased down by King. Look at how much damage he's
damn.
taken.
I mean-
He is more mobile, but that means it's a 4v4 defense.
He gonna
In the
come
mid
back
lane,
in
North
time?
crashes in, does a lot of damage. Mid towers
He does.
should fall. Sagan wants to take
Alright.
bot as well, but Shenlin is able to walk out and stop them from doing so. They'll lose mid inhib, wave the dragon, finds the horse, revitalized, used by Shenlin. Can he survive? No.
Damn.
Frigid Glacier gives the killing spree to Sagan, and RRQ Akira will take a mid inhib as well as 1 kill. Do they want to continue? Their HP is very, very low. Guiding Winds pulls them outside of Muddles just in
Yeah.
time to make sure they're not taken
yeah.
out. Another tower falls. RQ still staying with within the base of the Mongols since they know there is no high-lows to worry about.
Yeah, but I mean, they have the advantage, but only for 12 more seconds, right?
Gonna take
Luis
that.
will be able to kind of keep themselves top to. Oh my god!
I can't believe this.
Wow.
Oh, beautiful Spirit of Alpha. 2 members versus 2 flickers out. Winter Crown comes out. Bankai gonna be traded. A beautiful way of the dragon right into the bridging glacier. Mikey gonna fall. Mega kill for Sagan. But he does get shut down by Zetsu. He's found his own double kill. He is 1 beat, never mind. Triple kill for Gusta Lagusta.
It's a so
And that
weird.
means it is a clean
Alright, so
sweep
we gotta
for
make some
RRQ Akira.
marks
Oh
here
my
on our
goodness,
paper.
a clean sweep indeed, but this time around it really seemed that the Mongols were
So
not
we
confident,
got
and
this
only
game
until we
correct?
see overextensions. This is what I was worried
Actually,
about.
we got
Small
this one.
incremental leads
We can
being
guess the score
created by
right, so we'll
RRQ
put a
Akira.
star
Because
there. We got
only
that
one
one
step
right
up
too.
unless you are able
We
to tell them, hey, you need to respect our space and you
this
are not
one
allowed
wrong.
to cross the picket fence.
And we
Clear
got
that
this
their
one
victory
right,
in
but the
game
wrong
number
score.
1 gave RQ Akira
So far
the
we
confidence that they were
are
looking for, that composure, that willingness to walk forward and make things happen. Because they realize that the Mongols
75%
do have a tendency to play
male
too safe.
stigma.
I agree, but I
So
think
that's
the
gonna
person
be
who
it.
grasps,
We
you
did a
gotta
quick
give it
little
to Kashi, right? He
review.
is
Like
so
I said,
great to
sorry
go
everything
into
was
this
kind of
game.
so
I
crazy.
hope to make things happen.
I thought this was gonna
That's
be
something that we didn't see for the Mongols.
tonight.
I mean, Tekashi
I
is
was
a
wrong,
classic
but hey, we'll be
EXP
back tonight
lane
to
duelist.
do
He wants to fight.
day
Fighting is in his
2.
blood. So if he's given an opportunity to
Yeah, so I'll see
mess
you then.
things up a little
Hope
bit
everybody
by
has a
jumping
good
in, especially
morning,
against a
good
more
evening,
passive
good night,
team,
whatever it
you
is,
can
wherever you
bet
are. Hope it
he
goes
is going to
good.
do it.
Yeah, and
Later,
we saw a good
dudes.
showing here today of it. Although I will say that I didn't get to see enough of the Mongols. If this is their overall playstyle, it is a little too slow for what the meta has to offer. And not only that, it doesn't seem that there's a lot of lane dominance anyways. They are just playing based off of the motions of their jungler more than anything else until RinXK is able to hit that critical mass.
Yeah, it does feel kind of worrying because based on what we've heard about the Mongols, we expected a lot more from them. Yes, clean, calculated gameplay, we saw that, but it felt a little bit too leaning into that side. You still gotta be willing to take risks. You still gotta be willing to go out of that zone a little bit to force your opponent backwards. And because they never really did that, RQ Akira, even though they did run into roadblocks sometime, were never made to feel unsafe in their side of the map.
Also true. I think that if the Mongols are going to be continuing with their current playstyle, taking it slow and really punishing their opponents, look for penultimate late games, Natan, Lunoxes, right? That's what I think that they should be leading more towards to, rather than thinking about the utility of the marksman in the team composition, which I think, yes, it does play a part, but at the same time, if your comp isn't going to stir the pot, you might as well just play for ultra late game.
If you only play one specific gameplay style as well, it doesn't matter how open you keep your draft. Opponents always know what they're going to be dealing with when they're playing against you, right? You are drafting your entire lineup around the concept of going for 5v5 team fights, and only when you choose to take them. Those conditions are way too limiting.